I'm ready.
We're ready.
Hello, everyone.
Here we are. We're live. So, a little different setup. Let me know in the chat if the audio matches the video today.
Yeah, because our mouth has been off a lot.
Because we have been playing with that. So, hopefully, this is way better for you guys.
Yes, hopefully. That
Awesome.
looks better.
Teresa, what's up? Angela, Dawn, Kay, what's going on? Bev, Amanda, Lynn, yo, Canada, Saskatchewan, Team Canada, British Columbia,
My goodness.
Connecticut. You guys are awesome.
Hello,
Barb,
everyone.
Tracy, what's going on?
Yay! It's perfect.
Perfect.
Really, like, we match
Crushed
up?
it.
Let's have them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Awesome. So we did a little bit of changing some stuff around.
Seems much better. Yeah.
Added an audio delay because we have the audio is picked up from microphone. Good. So the audio is picked up from the microphone, so we had to add an audio delay. It matches. Good. Perfect.
Yay.
New Zealand, Vermont, Idaho, North Dakota. Wow.
My goodness,
You guys are
that's
amazing.
so awesome.
Indiana. So we had, we learned today that we have some German viewers.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a big German follower, but they're also quiet in the chat.
I
So
know.
if you're from Germany, feel free to chime in.
Yes, please. This
Ontario,
is so exciting.
Indiana, no delay. Yes.
Yay, that's awesome.
Perfect.
Tomorrow we're going to be live doing
Hopefully some counter stuff. We'll be right outside.
kind of stuff. We won't be live tomorrow night like we're right now. Maybe.
Yes, maybe.
It depends. I have an exam tomorrow at 8:30
Fingers crossed. Wish Macy luck in her exam.
till 10:30. So if I finish early, then we'll go live.
Yes.
So
Yes.
hopefully I can just go really fast and we can go live because
Yep.
I'm gonna be like the whole time. I'm gonna be like, I just want to go live. I just wanna go live.
The whole time she's doing human anatomy, she's gonna be thinking about going live with you guys.
I know.
From Australia, Nebraska, Alberta,
Wow,
Iowa,
this
New
is
Zealand,
so
Kentucky,
amazing.
Tennessee. What's going on? JoJo, Kayla, Jennifer, Emily,
Thank
Chelsea,
you.
Charity, Angie, Stacy, Charity. Good.
Yeah, that's
Everybody's
awesome.
here.
You know, we should put next time we should put the phone over there so we're always like looking at it.
Would help to have the chat in the same place as the phone, right?
Because we're always gonna be like looking off this way.
Next time.
Because I'm talking to them like this,
You can
but
talk
I'm
to them
actually
here.
talking to them right there.
We're reading you guys, seeing you guys here, but we're reading you guys.
Yeah. No, we're reading you guys over here, seeing you guys here.
Yes.
What's your major? Nursing.
Nursing.
Yeah.
Yes. Took the night off. Fine. Come on.
Oh no.
We don't take the night off. There's no nights off, right?
Yeah, I'm going to college for nursing.
Yep. She's gonna be a nurse. Kind of a scary time to be a nurse.
Yeah,
right?
I'm like, oh good.
She wants to be a soldier. She's joining the war.
Me?
You? Yes.
Oh, I was like, what are you? I'm not joining the army. Okay, that makes
Yes,
sense.
you.
You
The
scared me.
flight nurse. No way.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool.
Crazy job. Into the earth. Yarmouth. Kim. Hey, what's going on?
I would love to be a flight
I'm on
nurse.
Iowa. Nice. Yes.
If
that'd
I
be
liked
wild.
flying better, I would do it in a heartbeat. That'd be so much fun. You're breeding Marley too. We just had her checked today, and we finally found one that's
A big fella, like a 40.
huge, like
Yes.
41, something like that.
Big 45.
So, they're coming.
Thursday.
What is it today? Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday.
Yep, they're
so
coming
they're coming
Thursday.
Thursday.
Breeder Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, and
Yep.
then this is kind of our last shot. So
Kind of. Yeah.
I'm hoping it works out.
The final hurrah, right?
It is.
Yeah.
So we're breeding her to Making Me Really Wild.
I'm not wearing a hat.
on.
Do you want to grab it?
Yeah, I'll grab
Yeah.
it.
Okay. We got to represent Mr. Making Me Really Wild.
Let me get on my comfy chair.
Yes. So Making Me Really Wild. Kim has been an RN for 21 years. Works in surgery.
Oh my gosh.
So you guys are incredible. Danita, we are going to be talking about some viewer submitted videos, and we'll kind of see where that adventure takes us, right? We never know. There you go. And we turned the chat around, so now you guys get to see everything. Left is left and right is right. So here is Marley's baby daddy right here, making me really wild. Right?
RN for 20.
Super excited.
That's so cool.
All these RNs.
You know, I look up to you guys.
What makes you want to be a nurse over horses? So Macy,
Ooh.
for you guys that don't know, right? Macy's on the couch with you guys. Macy's right there with you guys. She is amateur, non-pro, does not train horses, has very little desire to train horses.
Yes.
Very little desire to train horses.
I love them
So
to death, but-
if you saw Macy and Marley, right? When they get naughty, Macy's out.
I'm like, here goes Jeremy.
She's handing the reins over. Yeah.
I think that's why I haven't really been like seriously hurt with any horses.
You don't take any chances, that's
No.
for sure.
Nope.
You sure aren't taking any chances.
No, I do not. I'm like, we being naughty? Okay, bye-bye.
That's when I get them. So that's how I get to help you guys, because when they get naughty, they come to me.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Yep.
They do. I don't know why I chose nursing over horses. I don't know why.
Macy just loves to help people.
I do. I love people.
Yep, she
I
loves
do
people,
love
loves taking care of people, so.
Yeah, and like the horses would be really cool, but it's a pretty demanding. Like that's
It's
a
a tough
lot
job.
of like physical.
It's a tough job.
You know, I mean,
Yep.
even nursing like for humans is like that's a lot too. But I don't know. I love being around people. I love talking to people. You can't really talk
And
to
making
horses.
people feel better.
Yeah.
Making people feel better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to be a nurse to afford my horses, yes.
I know. I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, okay.
And as a horse trainer, right, there's no health insurance in this deal, so
No, so that would be nice for us.
it works out good.
Yeah. No, I'm really excited. Really,
Emily,
really
like
excited.
Odin. So Emily is the one, I don't know if you guys caught it, and Emily, I don't know if you caught it. The other day I was talking about one of my clients that made the finals of the novice amateur at the Congress on a halter horse that we turned into a rider. Odin is it, right? And if you guys if you ever in Hastings, Michigan, he's still floating around showing, and they love him. He looked great.
Aw,
He did so good.
that's awesome.
So Emily, thanks for being here tonight. You can horses and nurse at the same time. Yeah, see?
Exactly, yeah. I mean, like, I figured if you're a nurse to humans, like, I could do some things on horses.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, we can still be live with you guys.
Yeah.
As long as you're not working nights.
Yeah. I
Don't
don't
work
want to
nights.
work nights. I'd be like,
Macy doesn't do nights.
I need my sleep. I need my sleep.
You'd be out.
I need my sleep. That's
Awesome. Could do nursing as a vet tech. Nurse for animals. Yeah. Yep.
That's awesome.
So I actually have all of my prereqs done to be a vet.
Yeah, he was going to be a vet.
Yes. So at MSU, Michigan State University, I have all the prereqs done to go to vet school. Couldn't pull a trigger.
No, you couldn't.
Couldn't do it.
It's a lot of schooling.
Yeah, it's a lot of schooling. And not only that, but the problem that I had with it was that, like as a vet, you're going to look at the horse, right? I want to do lameness, obviously. So you're going to look at the horse, you're going to evaluate it. The tools that you have are so limited.
Right.
Right? You're going to take a picture, you're going to inject it. You're going to shockwave it, you're going to ultrasound it. Those are really your tools, right? So I decided it would be a better avenue for me to go into the hardware side of things and design new tools.
Right.
That's kind of what I wanted to be.
Yeah.
Design new tools for everybody to work with. Repeat in red. So that's I want to say this.
I got a big thing of pretzels right here, so if you guys see us munching, we took on the grocery store today in our N95 mask and gloves.
Duked it out.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we come home, we Lysol the whole truck and the house and everything.
Yes.
I should tear apart.
That's sniffing on this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be really hard.
It'd be hard.
I don't really do good. I need to go to bed.
You're good at staying up late. You're just not good at staying up all night.
No, yeah.
That'd be hard for you.
That'd be really
very
hard for me. That'd be really hard.
So we're going to take some viewer questions for you guys. Those of you guys who don't know, right, we got a lot of people on here, a lot of new people joining us. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Macy.
This is LSH Live. Welcome to the chat. We're going to do videos, always with the snacks, right?
I know, look at all of these
A
pretzels.
lot of snacks.
I love them.
We're
Have you
gonna-
ever had the pretzels? They're the cheddar pretzels. Who makes them? These make them right?
I don't know.
Let's show you. Get the bag.
I don't know.
They're so
But
good.
we were in the middle of an intro.
I'm sorry.
We're trying to be professional. We're in the middle of an intro. Welcome to LSH Live. This is it. This is what you guys signed up for, right? We're helping you guys be better riders. We're going to be going over some viewer videos today. And we're going to talk about some training issues that they run into. And we're going to talk about some people that have sent videos in that we have critiqued and then improved and sent new videos in.
Yeah.
So we'll be going over those. And we're going to talk about, what else? I want to talk about the importance of going slow when you're teaching your horse, right? Moving slowly, because we've had a lot of people coming through, send us pictures and videos, and they're so excited to try all the new things. They get out there, and their horse is like freaking out on them. It's jumping around, it's being naughty, and they're getting way more than they signed up for, right? So remember to go slow. So there's a lot of foundational things that we do with these horses that,
Peanut butter filled ones. Ooh, that'd be good.
That would be good. A lot of good things we do with these horses that we got to take our time. We got to build that student up, right? So, like the things that you see us do, things that you see in these videos, remember that we already have done some foundational work, right? At least the horses that have been trained for a little while, like Dubs, Peanut, we're going to do some counter-canter work with Piper this week that is not... This is not her strong suit at all, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to do a lot of hip control stuff. We're going to do some counter-canter stuff with her. We want to show you guys what it looks like when it's done right first. So I want to show you guys what it looks like with dubs early in the week. So that might be tomorrow's video if it's not too cold and windy outside.
We're probably going to be early tomorrow, right?
It will be early, but the replay will be up for you guys.
Yeah, so be able to watch it.
Because it's blizzarding out right now.
Yeah, it's snowing. I was like,
a lot.
Jeremy, come here.
A lot of
It's
snow.
Snowing.
A lot of snow. So hopefully it warms up a little bit for the morning. Want to do a video in the morning before it gets real windy, and we'll do that with dubs first. So we'll show you guys what we want a counter-canter to do for your horse. Yep. Want to see what it does for your horse first, how it can improve things, kind of what we're going for, and then we'll take you guys back the next day and try to show you on like Piper.
Yeah, like how it's gonna start for some.
What's gonna start like? Yep, and how you're gonna get that first couple done.
Good version brood mares are the best.
Love good version brood mares. Yes, and then somebody asked me what are my thoughts on repeated in red, and I haven't seen. They're beautiful, right? Repeated in red, the AQHA stud. So I'll pull a picture. So he's gorgeous, right? His babies are gorgeous. I had a horse named Raymond that was repeated in red. I really liked him. Super cool legged.
I said, why are you guys not on Facebook tonight?
What? We are. Look at all these people on Facebook.
I think they're on Facebook.
Tons of people on Facebook. Repeated in red. Let me see.
Yeah, winter's never going to end.
Never, ever, ever going to end.
Ugh. That makes me so sad and depressed.
Mm-hmm. It's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So we're going to save this here. We're going to open this here.
It's repeated in red.
It's repeated in red. Oh, such a small picture. Oh, no. Squint, guys. Squint.
Squinty, squinty, squinty.
Let's load up a bigger one. So repeated in red. Full sibling to... Oh, jeez. Really? What is it? Made for midgets? What's going on here? All right. So repeated in red. Full sibling to One Hot Crimson. Doesn't really have the produce record.
See, we need to live in Florida.
I know. You're telling me. Doesn't really have the produce record that One Hot Crimson does. Because, if you guys don't know, right? If you don't know my thoughts on One Hot Crimson, I think that One Hot Crimson is one of the most talented sires out there.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? Because if you were to compare progeny, right? If you were to compare number of babies with numbers shown, right, and number of points earned, I'm fairly certain that he is percentage-wise, statistically, one of your best options as a breeding sire.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep. His babies are always big, hocked. They're always big, pretty bodies, right? And they're just usually really good-minded.
Yeah.
Right? They're usually really good-minded. So I really like my One Hot Crimsons. It was actually our second choice for Marley.
Yep. It was.
Because if you cross, if we look up One Hot Mouse, there was a theory that I had. This is a really good broodmare, right? So this is a certain potential out of One Hot Crimson. So I thought if we bred Marley, we would have almost a very similar bloodline to this, right? Because we have the One Hot Crimson on top. You'd have Marley on the bottom, who's a certain potential, out of a Zippo Jack Bar mare with Trouble in Town on the bottom, right? So this would be Trouble in Town or Really in Trouble, right? And then this is Zip Chocolate Chip, right? So she'd have Zippo Jack Bar right here. She would have Marley, or no, she'd have the Jacks Are Lucky 2 mare. Then she'd have certain potential. So we would have almost like a 7/8 sibling to One Hot Mouse.
It should be so cool.
Yep. So I think One Hot Mouse, one of the greatest brood mares this industry has seen, right? So that was my second place strategy. So if it doesn't work out breeding to Make Me Really Wild, then we're going One Hot Crimson.
Next time.
Yep. And all of you guys from Canada have to breed a One Hot Crimson, right? You guys, every horse in Canada is One Hot Crimson.
It is. What Brian say, but is that because it's significant volume of offspring?
I mean, there's enough volume of offspring of One Hot Crimson and Invitation Only and RL. I would say that they're all pretty similar. We can maybe look up AQHA. Who does that? Stallion statistics.
If you create enough of them, so we'll make it really,
yeah. So we year-end leaders list here. We might be able to pull this up without having a membership. Maybe not.
Ooh, by the Rock.
The Rock.
2-year-old guilty by the Rock.
Yeah. I know, Bonnie. I know. But you gotta give credit where credit's due, right? Gotta give credit where credit's due. And he is a good producing stallion.
He is, yeah.
Yep. So I don't think we can pull it up here.
What are your thoughts on Max Good and Plenty?
Max Good and Plenty is a little bit outdated. I actually had one.
And what mare would you breed him to? You go to our chat so I can see.
Yep, you want me bigger?
No, like yeah.
Huh?
I guess that's fine, yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
In the corner.
In the side? It's full? Whoop, too far? Doesn't want to.
Just leave it over there, I guess it's fine.
Okay. So, yeah, I really like my good version brood mares. I had a Max Good and Plenty. It was okay, right? He didn't really ever catch on. Those of you who don't know who we're talking about.
I thought someone was just
Yeah, they're usually going to be pretty upright, but they're usually made pretty good behind. So Max Good and Plenty.
I don't know who this is.
This is Mr. Goodbar out of Max Debutante, who was a really good mare, right? Mr. Mac Reynolds, kind of an older style, Boston Mac, except for Path Bar. But
Invitation only on Max Good and Plenty. What's that?
should be good.
Oh, like the breeding?
Yeah, should be good. So the Max Good and Plenty is always really good behind, right? He's a good bar, so they're probably gonna need some help up front, probably need some help jogging.
Yep.
Right? So you got an invitation only. He was big-legged,
Okay.
big body.
So what mare are you into?
Is he even breeding anymore? You know, I honestly, I don't see much of it. Right? I don't see much of it. Offshore count. See, Allie's my paint stud.
Yeah.
Allie knows all the paint studs.
Don said she had it. It's a good cross.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say that would be a good cross.
Yeah.
Yep.
I see that.
Absolutely.
I had a mare by Max Good and Plenty. Awesome mover.
Love my Chihuahua Gully by the Rock. I was actually, you'll see me in the videos, I wear a rock hat a lot.
Yeah, he wears a rock hat all the time.
I was very sad to see the rock.
We were at the NSBA World, remember? And we heard about it.
Yep. When he died at the, very cool stud. That was gonna be a really nice horse. That's a shame. Good evening, Mallory.
Good evening.
Yep. So this was a good bar out of the RL, right? That's what he was. Yeah. RL, love him good bar. So this is kind of what I'm talking about when I say like the good bar is really good behind, RL is really good up front. What's that?
Might want to mute it.
Is it too loud for them?
Probably.
I don't know. So I mean, you get the good bar back in, you get the RL up front.
Nice horse.
Good horse, real good horse.
Look how like wide chested
Oh
he
yeah,
is.
he's a beast. He was a beast. So terribly sad to see that he passed away. Too soon for him. Too soon for a lot of studs. We lost a lot of good studs this last couple years.
I feel like I talk on Facebook. It's always like we lost this guy.
We lost a lot of good studs. And this is
who had him?
oh shoot, I knew you were gonna ask me. I was just trying to think of his name. From Galax, West Virginia. Scott Fry had him.
Okay.
Scott Fry. And I got to ride with Scott quite a bit when I was working for Troy. Scott would come down.
Funny. What happened to him again?
Emergency call? I don't know.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't remember. But I got to ride with Scott quite a bit. He would come to Troy's and ride with him. And then Scott and I ran down to the Riker together, I think.
Oh, really?
Yep, we went to Andy Cochran's and then stayed there for a couple weeks, then went to the Riker from there, or a week or so, then went to the Riker from there. Yep, so I know Scott pretty well.
Bank on the best.
Bank on the best. Who is Bank on the best?
There's a lot of new studs.
Double registered. Bank on the best. Double registered. 3-time world champion. Bank on the pretty.
Ooh, gorgeous. Ooh, pretty.
He's good legged. How's he bred? Big legged.
Nice horse.
Let's read more.
Let's read more about
Let's read
him.
more. 3-time world champion. Better known as Cash. By Loping My. Oh, it's a Loping My Best. So he's an RL too, right?
He's a nice horse.
He's a paint RL. Who had him? Who is that?
It looks like Sarah's name? Or wait, no, wait.
No. Who has this?
Shannon,
Tim Shannon.
That's
Shannon.
Shannon.
Yeah.
I was saying something. I knew it was someone.
Yeah, that's Shannon. Gotcha. Looks sweet. I like it.
Yeah.
It's Loping My Best. That's interesting. I have not heard of this one. Not as I'm not breeding too many paints, but He's pretty.
He's pretty.
He is gorgeous. Wow. Look my best out of Simply Hot. Huh.
What about one hot crimson and good version cross?
Should be good.
Yeah.
Should be good. Good versions, big body, right? Should be fine.
That's,
like I said, I don't think you can go wrong really breeding one hot crimson. I really don't. I mean, they're gonna throw good behind. They're gonna throw.
Yeah, I knew it was Shannon. I knew someone. I was like, wait, I never pronounced that one.
And they're gonna throw big horses, right? So that'd be a good all-rounder probably. Yep. Mike K, breeding manager. Rock died of a reaction to anesthesia 6 weeks after surgery. Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, it's so sad.
Crimson Cruiser, Woody Cross, Good Willie Zip with Mr. Goodbar. My ideal cross. Someone asked me this before.
I asked you.
You asked me this. We've done this before. I think if you crossed a Goodbar RL is a really good cross, right? So I'm also thinking that if you cross a Goodbar on, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? If you cross a Goodbar on an RL, that's always gonna be a good cross, right? Because you got the RL clean up front, you got the Goodbar good behind, which means
so
that.
Who would be your mare?
Wait, my mare. What do you mean?
Mare and mix. Mare and stud. Like, who would be your dream cross?
My dream cross.
Mom and dad.
Like I said, I think an RL and a Goodbar. RL and Goodbar is such a good cross, right? So Love My Best is kind of up and coming, right? A newer stud that people are really liking. Seen some really good babies out of him.
How about Lazy Lover?
That's Shannon's other one, right?
Yeah. I'm watching it go.
Yep.
Look at that video. I'm right there.
Yeah, this is Tim and Shannon's other one, right? Yeah. So shout out to Tim and Shannon. Awesome people. Love Tim and Shannon.
Mm-hmm.
So Tim was actually one of, when I started out on my own in paints, and I was a young man, my first year training horses, I showed a lot of paint stuff. And Tim was the first trainer that came up to me and introduced himself at the World Show. Walked right up to me. He goes, I haven't seen you here before. I'm Tim. Super nice. He's like, you're doing a nice job with these horses. So, and then Tim, when we started going live, Tim messaged me and said, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That was really fun.
And I think he's been one of the few trainers that has done that.
Yeah.
So, love Tim and Shannon. You guys are awesome. Appreciate your support.
Yeah, for sure.
They do a really nice job. And cool to see them in the quarters now.
Yeah, it is really cool.
Cool to see them making the jump, doing really well in the quarter, getting a lot of success.
Well. Yeah.
Especially the Western riding stuff.
Yeah, she's really good at the Western riding.
Yep. Very cool. And like, when it comes to all-around horses, they're really tough to beat.
Yeah.
Really tough to beat.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
How about, what's your thoughts on Crimson Cruiser? Would he cross well with a, I don't know, abbreviations?
It's Mr. Goodbar.
Okay, it's Mr. Goodbar.
So Crimson Cruiser's a big old horse, right? Big all-around horse. Super horse, right? One of the super horses.
So pretty.
Yeah, he's gorgeous. So another Crimson, right?
Super he did pleasure?
He did everything. He was an equitation super horse. He did absolutely everything.
Really?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
You think he would cross all with that? Wasn't Mr. Goodbar?
Should, yeah. Should.
Gosh, she's gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah, he's super good.
Wow.
Yep.
Should be a good crossing?
Should be.
Very nice carriage.
Lazy Loper, I'm going to breed to... If I had a Lazy Loper mare... There you go. If I had a Lazy Loper mare, I'm breeding right here.
Why's that?
Or I'm breeding to a Southern thing.
Why?
Because I don't like the Lazy Lopers up front.
Okay.
I don't like the Lazy Lopers up front, but I like this one up front, right? And I like Southern things up front. So, for those of you who don't know, we can go here, make them really wild, right? Love this horse up front. He's so clean, such a good jogger. But the Lazy Lopers get a little bit heavy up front, right? They get a little clunky, they get a little bit coarse.
Yep.
So I'm breeding him to something like this. Kay and Ashley, awesome people. If you guys get a chance to talk to them, say hi. Please do so. They're super nice.
Super nice.
And that's the thing, like, what we've noticed is, don't be scared of talking to trainers, right?
I was
like,
always so scared.
Like it's easy to be intimidated and get starstruck, right? But we asked them if we come down and ride, and they were like, "Yeah, come on down."
Them.
Yep. So we got to spend a day with them riding, and took a trailer load of horses, and super nice people. So don't be intimidated, right? They're just people. Without people to help, we're out of business, right?
Right, exactly.
So as long as there's people to help,
I'm hoping Marley's baby looks just like this.
Yes, yes.
I'm hoping.
Huge in the back, yeah, and wonderful minded, right? But I mean,
yeah, and lazy lopers are beautiful. Like they're really nice minded.
Yep.
Beautiful minded. They're beautiful minded.
They are beautiful minded. I mean, they're great minded. But yeah, so this is who I would breed to, right? Yeah, Kayla, if you haven't seen him before, he's gorgeous.
I want to pull up Southern thing too.
He's incredible. Yeah, we'll pull up Southern thing. So
I love it,
remains to be seen, right? But that was a good picture, right? So we talked yesterday
heel toe
about landing heel toe, right? So we can watch. Look at this, landing heel toe, right? Flings out there, full stride. That's what we're talking about.
I feel like we're missing some. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, we're missing a ton. Chat's moving fast. 141 people.
I know, you guys are awesome. We love you all.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, guys. So yeah, I mean, he's incredible. I'm very, very excited to see how he produces.
I know, I'm really
very excited. Certain potential babies, are they good up front?
I feel like we missed a few.
We missed a ton, right? So certain potential babies, are they good up front? So I think they can pick up a little bit of ankle flip.
If we missed your comment, just re-comment.
We'll scroll through it. So if we, if I'm gonna hit certain potentials anywhere, I'm gonna say they're not strong joggers, and they get a little bit ankle flippy, right? So Marley, certain potential, there's our stud, right? Yeah. We're hoping that this stud can make her a little better jogger, make her a little bit better up front.
Yep.
Right?
That's what we're hoping for.
So that's our plan with this stud crossing here. That was after much deliberation. That's where we settled on.
How about Storyman was a great stud thoughts?
Storyman was a great stud.
What is Storyman?
Storyman was. Let me pull up Southern thing. That was us. I'm on my recommended videos. That's good. So Storyman was really popular for a while. Was actually a really good stud.
Do they have the
you don't really see
like
many
that lining like that?
No.
Okay.
It's just for us. Yep. This is what it looks like over here. This is extra stream. Yep. So, Lazy Loper, Best Martini. So, yeah, I would probably.
Oh, is it Best Martini? What?
Best Martini. Could you breed Lazy Loper to this? I think you could.
To Moon Pie or?
To Moon Pie. Or no, to Best Martini. That's one stud that I can ever remember how he's bred. I can't ever remember. But this horse is so good up front, right?
Yeah.
They're always so clean in their shoulders, always so stood up right here, right? Like Enzo, every horse that I've ridden by him is just like here.
Yeah.
I just want to be
so
here.
Pretty.
And they're gorgeous, yeah. But like that right there, see that shoulder stand up?
Yeah.
He just did that all the time.
Yeah.
Right? And every baby I've seen out of him does that. Right there, like just up, up, tons of up. But I would want to see him be a little stronger behind. Yep. But I think, like I said, I think that this horse is going to be, this is his class right here. This is going to be his baby's class, if not the hunter or saddle.
Yeah, Enzo's a really pretty lead changer.
Yep, Enzo's a
we'll have to
gorgeous.
Do a lead change video on him.
Gorgeous natural lead changer.
Such a good lead changer.
Oh yeah, just amazing. Like see it loping around here, just how hard he stands up, right? Yeah. And now it's Snap Crackle Pop that he beat right there. But like,
who trained Simply Southern? I mean, Simply Southern. Is it Southern thing?
That's
who is that?
That's Jamie Dowdy.
Okay.
I think. So Shane Dowdy had him these years, I believe.
Did they tie or something?
If I correct, Best Martinez RL with one on the bottom side. One on the bottom side is key.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get through these real quick. Okay.
Best Martini. Here's Best Martini. So he is an RL out of Absolute Martini Girl.
No, Marley is not confirmed in full yet. We had her check today, and she had she's ready to breed. They said.
Yep.
So on Thursday they're coming to breed. On Friday they're coming to breed. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that all works out. Thoughts on Crash the Party?
Absolute Martini Girl.
Do you have that one? Crash the Party.
I don't have any experience with him.
No experience with him.
No experience with him. Although there was one. I shouldn't say that. there was one that I think you got pretzels everywhere.
Oh, Josh.
I think there was one that somebody got their start on, and it was the crash of the party. His name was like "Get the Party Started" or something like that, and I loved him. So Absolute Martini Girl, Absolute Investment out of She's Surely Good. So here's an investor mare, good asset mare, right? Really good, big investment, the investor. These mares are wicked producers.
Yeah.
Right? So I would say that like this is a really strong mare line because these big investment, you see like she's big investment, double bred big investment. They just end up being great producers.
Right.
Yep.
Courtney said, what's the abbreviation?
In my opinion.
Oh, my.
I like the No Doubt I'm Lazy, better lazy love. Yes.
I'm not good with abbreviations.
100% agree. I like the No Doubt's better than Lazy Loper. And if you saw the horse on our Instagram.
What horse?
The one that everybody comments on.
Nope.
Drawn a blank. Cammy's horse.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Here is my experience with my No Doubt right here. Really like this horse. Kind of loud. Really like this horse. Really cool horse.
Yeah, super nice horse.
Very nice. Wicked legged.
Yeah, really good legged.
A little fragile.
Yeah, he's like the sweetest thing in the whole entire world.
The sweetest thing in the world, and I don't know if it's like I don't know enough about him to say whether it's like
the trainer sees that.
Yeah, his history or this particular horse or the bloodline itself. Like I don't have enough experience with him to say that, but he's a little fragile, which surprises me for a lazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? I would think that he would be a little bit hardier as far as his mentality, right? He's a little fragile, but wicked legged.
What happened to Storyman?
Storyman? He just he was from, does that Harold Howard? Is that what I'm thinking of?
What do you mean, like who owned it?
Yeah. Storyman, and there was one other one. They bred a ton in Michigan. He was like, Go Man Go.
You guys know.
Gerald Rich, Go Man Go. Storyman Raced. Yeah.
What about Blazing Hot?
Blazing Hot I really like, as long as like Blazing Hot and Hot and Blazing. Really cool horses. And the one that I had, and I want to make sure that I'm saying it right, because I'm fairly certain, I don't know if it's Joan, right? Joan Schroeder.
So pretty.
We don't have a video of him. Oh, shoot. The one I had, just they want to get up in their neck, right? They just want to kind of come up in their neck. So yeah, this is Joe, but you can kind of see when he lopes. He'll want to come up right here. Okay. They just want to get a little bit elevated to me. So, like you see with lopes, just they want to just kind of come up here, right? So you got to go to their belly and get this down.
Okay.
If you go to their face, they're going to charge suit,
okay.
right? But go to their belly to get this down because they want to come up here.
Okay.
Is from what I saw them.
Yeah. Thoughts on Born to be Blazing?
There's no doubt if you didn't see him. Which, I mean, if you go back to our video,
I'll say, oh my
it's
gosh,
identical,
it's
right?
Identical.
I mean, that's what No Doubt I'm Lazy looked like. If you guys missed.
Wow, that's crazy.
So this is why it's really important to know what stud moved like, right? What the dad moved like when you get horses.
No Doubt I'm Lazy? Who is that?
That's Mitch Leckie. From Michigan, actually.
Really?
Yep, Mitch and Jennifer Leckie. So if you go to the video of the one that I was riding, and you look back, yep, right here. I mean, this is...
Wow, that's crazy.
That's what they move like.
Yeah.
That's what they move like, right there. I mean, that's almost a carbon copy, right? So, you think, like, you're always going to get... If their mom and their dad were not great horses, or you don't like the way they go, right? We struggle with ours going to the right. He wants to overstep. And that's it right there.
Wow.
Yep. So always pay attention, right? When you're buying horses, always pay attention to what you have and what you're getting, because it's really hard for a stud and a mare to outproduce themselves, right? So we end up with a horse that moves very similar to his dad,
You can't reverse that.
That's can't reverse, yeah. So, I mean, that's just what you're going to...
How about the Lopin machine?
Lopin machine, he's a good machine. Don't know enough about him to say what he's on the bottom side. Out of Hot Lopin Louise, so really good mare. This is Masterson's in. We see his pedigree right there. Blazing Hot out of Born Lopin. Born Lopin was incredible, right? Blazing Hot, good horse, right?
Yeah.
Great producer. So, and good machine, one of my favorite studs. Okay.
Alice said, have you watched videos of the offshore account? He's out of a No Doubt I'm Lazy. Wonder what you guys think of him.
He's APHA, right? Yeah. We can do a little
research.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find a video of him.
I think you probably have to go to
Oh, AQPHA? No, not quite. Not quite. Offshore account.
That was him right there, a picture of him.
Yep.
Was that him?
Cash and his babies. Is this him?
He's good behind.
He's big up front.
Wow.
He's huge up front. I like him better to the left than the right.
Yep. Offshore is a double.
So did they, because they didn't put much video on his right leg there.
Yeah, offshore is a double.
Okay. Huh.
Pretty.
Pretty headed though. Wow, look at that dishy face.
It's really pretty. Oh, it's so cute.
This is a watch party, right? We're having a watch party right now.
I guess. Look at the baby. Oh,
look at the dishy face though. Got that same dishy face.
Oh my goodness. Oh, so cute. What about Simply Hot as a stud?
Simply Hot. That baby's adorable.
Yeah, it is. Simply Hot. Who's Simply Hot?
I don't know. New era?
He's bred really well.
Yeah. The offshore account.
Okay.
We're learning all these new acronyms for these newer studs, right?
Best brew at the bar.
Oh, that's adorable. Best brew at the bar. So, best brew at the bar, right? Katie Joe's.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I think so. Isn't it,
Sarah's, right?
Yeah, it's Sarah's, yeah.
Yeah, Shock Top. Yeah. Best Martini out of Prissy Legs. So, obviously, like, this is his first full year of breeding. I think they bred some last year. Born to be Blazing. So, that was a Born Lopin out of a Hot and Blazing. Or Hot and Blazing out of Born Lopin mare. Should be really good, right? Like, Born Lopin was amazing. And I want to see really strong mare lines like that, right? You got to have really strong mare lines like that. So, yeah. Yeah, like I think that should be a good step.
Yeah, I agree. Have you seen Ultimate Fancy's babies? He's such a cool set as well. Yeah, he's a really nice
Ultimately fabulous. Everybody's saying they love him. Whoops, not coronavirus. We're not looking at that. Ultimately fabulous. 2009 AQHA Stallion, Ultimately Fabulous.
Ooh, pretty. Have you
How's
heard
he?
of him?
Not many babies out of him that I've heard of.
Who has him?
Superlative Equine takes such good videos.
Yeah.
I love her videos.
Big try.
Big trotter. Gentlemen and Roses. I think we talked about this in the other video. Gentlemen and Roses babies are always wicked lunge liners, and they're super sweepy legged, but they end up being kind of tweeners for me, right? Because it's hard to dial them back for the pleasure, and they don't grow tall enough for the hunter. Right. So they end up being, whoops. This is a Fabu-Luke out of Ultimate Invitation only. So Wahoo Baby, amazing, right? Look at me. Always great legged, a little quirky, right? Invitation only is a little tough, right? Coats and tails, amazing, right? So this mare should be really good. Full sister coats and tails, she was incredible. Obviously, cross invitation only on the thoroughbreds. You get that big body, strong horse that's strong legged. Right. Cross it with a thoroughbred, put some coarseness in there, take some of the courses out, I should say, and then you end up with a hunter horse. Really similar to like the Hot Ones Only, right? So kind of the same idea there. And then Look at Me, I liked it. I had one. I liked it a lot. It needed to just be handled slowly, but great legged, super talented, and like gonna be an all arounder. Yep, gonna be an all arounder.
Crossed with a
thoroughbred. That's what I would do. Honestly, like just like they did with invitation only, right?
Yep.
Because he wasn't quite tall enough, so I would cross him with a thoroughbred to try to get some height because they were always big, sweepy legged.
Right.
But it's hard to dial that back for the pleasure.
Yep.
Yep. He's pretty. He's pretty for sure.
Kissing the Girl stud, his movement.
Kissing the Girls.
I've actually never seen Kissing the Girls move.
You never seen him move?
I feel like we probably should do some confirmation videos.
Yep, we can do some viewer videos here in just a little bit. We like talking bloodline stuff.
It is pretty.
Yes. Super pretty. It's a shame he didn't show.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It's a shame we don't know what would have happened there. But I'm excited to see his babies.
He's really pretty.
Super pretty. And look how wide, right?
Yeah, super wide. Wow.
He's a tank. Absolute tank.
Is there a video of him like going around at all? Like, can you like?
I think they have one. He's big, sweepy legged, points his toe, right?
He does.
Yep.
How's he bred?
He's a good bar out of.
There's a lot of good bars. Glad to hear I have a 2-year-old out of Coats and Tails.
Oh, he's an open range out of BC. Truly impressive. It was a really good horse.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. It's an open range. Yep. You don't see many of those. You don't see many open ranges anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. GSR never showed.
Really?
I don't know.
I had a GSR.
I got to go past GSR once, and he tried to bite my foot off.
Oh no.
I mean, it was the middle of breeding season, and he was kind of cranky, but he tried to reach underneath and bite my leg.
Yeah, I had Diamonds and Roses. That was bonita.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Bonita.
Super sweepy legged, right?
Yeah, she's big legged.
Yep. Absolutely.
How about open range? Or how's this one? Best get your wallet first, and then we'll do.
Best get your wallet. Whew, these nuts.
You guys are stumping. I noticed you doing something on Bloodlines. Right?
I don't have to Google this much normally. 2016. Look at these new studs. RL Best Stud on a glow chipping. Miss Southern Glow. Huh. An RL out of glow. Who's glow chipping?
I have no idea. When breeding pleasure horses, what's too tall when crossing to taller mares?
It depends on what you're going for, right? So, let me see. Let me find out.
Yeah, you could send a video, Vicky.
Glow Chippin is a multiple world champion producer. Damn Chasing a Dream, who won $42,000. They could junior Western Pleasure Horse. Won the junior, won the green. Producer of over 200 points.
Pretty.
Dark Daughter of Zip Chocolate Chip, 32,000. Huh. This is his mom. Miss Southern Glow is a really good horse. Can't.
They can't see no
Website.
more.
Oh no, Jane, come on, fix your site. So, really good horse, right? I mean, strong mare line.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what I want to see. I want to see strong mare line with a good stud.
I think so too.
So look it recommends us. That's awesome. That's fun. I like that. So then
he is a gamer.
I am a gamer.
You are a gamer.
I am a gamer.
Okay, open range.
Some potential.
First, I cut it off. Open range.
What's that?
Open range. What do you think?
You don't see my name on it. I just talked about him.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, because that's the sire of Kissing the Girls, right? So you don't see my
Mary says I
name.
have an open range granddaughter.
Yep. Open range granddaughter. Yeah. And Open Range was the one that Keith showed, right? Maybe not. It's Open Range Gelding, not that one.
Not that one.
That's not Open Range. That's Jay's. You can't find it anymore.
Open range. Why? Did he die?
Yes.
Jeremy!
Yes. That's an older stud now.
Okay, I have a KTG.
Kissing the Girls.
Kissing the Girls.
You'll learn your breeding bloodline.
Luke just likes KTG.
Okay.
Can send a video. Yeah, send a video.
Yeah, please
That'd
send
be
a video.
awesome.
Please send one. I'd be curious.
The Rock was the son of Open Range, I think. Okay. I don't know.
The Rock is an RL, right?
Battle Signs are blazing. Certain potential CP. So
Yes.
CP. Surely the best.
Yeah, the Rock is an RL. Yep. Out of a good bar, right? So.
Yes, he did die.
Yeah, he died.
Sad.
Yep. So that's.
How old is he? Was he young?
I think so. He wasn't very old because there weren't many babies out of him, really.
What happened?
There didn't end up being that many babies.
Do you know what happened?
I don't.
Ask me questions.
You're asking a lot of questions. I don't know. Maybe someone in the chat will know. Yep. Yeah, and this is confusing, right? Because you wouldn't think The Rock is an RL, but he was.
Right.
Yep. Battle Signs are blazing. Certain potential is really the best. I said to him, huh? Chiro stud colt. Yeah, send a video in. We'll take a look at him.
Yeah, I'd
Absolutely.
love to.
He's still got leg stars, babies the same legs. Just said, huh?
I feel like I missed
So
something.
what's too tall when crossing to taller mares when I'm breeding pleasure horses? I don't want to see a pleasure horse be much over 15.3.
Yeah.
Just because it's going to be hard to compete. Yeah, he's like 8. That's what I think too.
Do you know what happened to him? That's so sad.
Colic. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
See,
How
I knew
could
someone in
this
the chat would
colic
know.
like that?
All those stuff too.
Why? Why?
A lot of
Tell me
horses. A
why.
lot of horses do.
Tell me why.
A lot of horses do. But yeah, so
Have you ever had a horse colic on you?
I've never. Don't ask me that. Never had a horse colic. Never once.
Oh, what really happens? Like what?
How large jet set?
What
So
happens when they colic?
have you ever owned horses?
I've never had a horse colic on me.
Oh, they're gut twists and they get uncomfortable, and if they can't pass it, then they die.
That's so sad. I never had a horse colic on me. So I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't had one either, but I mean, I've had friends of mine have the horse colic. I personally have done.
You can't like call that out and say.
Yeah, they can give them some Banamine, or you can scope them, or remember. So Benson, they scoped and all that stuff with his colic.
Oh, yep.
Or they thought he was.
They thought it was, but he didn't.
He did. Yeah.
Oh,
So Hot Rod's jet set.
The Rock passed away in 2017 at 6 years old, I believe.
Yes,
Yeah.
we were at the NSPA
We were at the
World.
NSPA World, and that's when we got a hat and stuff. We felt
Yeah.
awful.
It
I
was
can't
terrible.
even imagine.
Yeah, it's horrible. If you experience it once, you'll never forget it. Yeah, colic.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yep. Yes. Knock on wood. Throw some salt. Whatever you have to
Whatever I
do.
have
You
to
don't
do.
want that to happen.
I can't even imagine. Like, I would be bawling my eyes out.
It's terrible.
Oh.
It's terrible. So Hot Rod's jet set. Tough horses. They don't really like spurs, right? Catherine.
Thank you, Catherine.
Welcome to the team.
Welcome to
Thank
the
you so
team.
much.
I'm sure she's not on right now, but hopefully she'll hear it when she jumps
Yeah.
back on.
Yeah.
Hey, that's awesome.
So having a horse that doesn't like spurs on his sides, Hot Rod's jet set, it's tough.
Is that what Peanut is?
Peanut's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Peanut's mom is Hocus Pocus. So let me look up her mom. What's her mom's
Hocus
name?
Pocus.
What's her mom's name? Good to be me. Good job. Let's start here.
What is her?
I'll tell you.
almost name?
This is her full name. So, oh no, not that one. Too far.
It's Batman and.
So good.
Was
so
it no
good.
Hocus Pocus Hot Rod?
Yeah, it's Hocus Pocus Hot Rod, but I want to know if she's on the bottom side. Good to be me. Good job. Alright. So it's a Hocus. Oh no. Good Baby Hot Rod. Oh no. Someone didn't put it in there.
Oh, really?
Darn. We'll help them out. Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know any of that.
No. Okay, anyway. So good to be me. So, this was a Hocus Pocus Hot Rod, which goes back to Hot Rod's jet set. Tough to put your feet on, right? But, so it's tricky to make them today's show horses, I think, because they really don't like spurs.
That's kind of been struggling with Peanut a lot.
Yes.
Is
it took a long time
like,
to get her
Marley
something.
was so opposite. Like Marley was like, you couldn't do your spurring hard enough, and she was like, whatever.
Yeah.
And Peanut's like, gone.
Yeah. So it took a long time to get Peanut to where you put your feet on. So any of those Radical Rodders, Hot Rodders jet set, they're just tougher to put your feet on.
Yeah, they're hard.
So, yeah, you're going to have a hard time. But pretty bodied,
Gorgeous. For
Yep.
sure.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on the stud potentially lazy?
Potentially lazy. Is that a certain potential out of lazy buckskin stallion?
Ooh, pretty.
Let's watch. Let's learn together.
Let's watch and learn.
It's a nice farm.
Yeah, it's really nice farm.
How about a horse? All right.
Ooh, pretty.
Pretty horse. Neckties in good. Like this.
Seems quiet.
Okay. let's crack it off.
Who owns them? Or who has them?
Not sure who that is.
I don't know who that is either.
He's cute.
He's cute.
He's cute. So probably one of the better buckskin stallions I've seen. Right? I don't know many buckskin stallions. So if you were going to breed for purely color, right? Like I think that would be a good option for you. What is he? Lazy Loper.
Pretty.
Out of
Potential.
Zippin' Lizzie. So this is where the buckskin comes from, right?
Yep.
So okay, so here's the only problem I have with him. This mare line, kind of weak, right? ROM earner and World Show qualifier. I want to see a mom that showed, right? I want to see a mom that's in the terms of breeding. I want a mom that's proven like world champion or top 10 world. Like if I'm breeding to a stud, but that being said, you're gonna have to breed to a buckskin if you want buckskin, right? So if you want that color, right, you're gonna have to breed to a buckskin.
Yeah.
So ABRA, I mean, yeah.
That's awesome.
That looks like Saul, to be honest. Is that Saul Sliss? Do you guys know? Looks a little bit like him. Yeah, so as far as buckskin studs, if you're breeding for color, probably one of your better options, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yep. It's cute though. Well,
Yeah.
no, I can't read that part. Zip down. Right there.
Ziprageous?
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know what that one is.
Ziprageous. Strickers had him.
That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago, yeah. So it's hard to compare that style of movement to today's movement, right? Because that was a long time ago.
Oh my goodness.
But he's a world champion.
Still a cute mover though.
Yep. He was cute. And again, one of those horses that I just don't see many babies of.
Potentially lazy.
We just looked that one.
Oh, we did?
That was a buckskin.
Oh, and then potential investment.
Potential investment. So I had a potential investment baby.
He's saying
Gainesville, Texas. Okay. Yeah, so I had a potential investment gelding and I loved. They're a little bit flat in their hip, so they don't get underneath themselves the way you'd like them to, but so much cadence.
Yeah.
Right? So much cadence.
For sure.
I had a gelding named Potentialized. I don't know if there's a video.
Has it written? He was really good.
Potentialized. This is mine. So this is actually my horse back in the day. Right here, this one.
Right there?
Yep. So this is Potentialized. So we were third, I think, here in this class. Wicked. This is an old time. Or it's a potential career, so potential investment, right? And out of a principal investment. So investment mare, potential investment on top. And tons and tons and tons of cadence when he loped. Good loper. Real good loper.
That's so cool.
And he was homegrown. So this is I watched him take his first steps. There.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Really cool horse. This one right here. Tons of cadence, tons of stand up, really balanced. But just would love to see him be a little bit stronger behind. Yep.
That's super up front, but he was great all rounder. Yep.
Yeah, I can see that.
VS Flatline versus VS Code Red.
Flatline versus Code Red. Probably Flatline. Ziprageous should still be around. Yeah, I was a big fan of this horse up front.
Yeah, nice horse.
Good rhythm. And that was back in 2012, so industry was a little different back then.
Yep.
But yeah, but just like to see him roll up a little bit harder. So you got to watch that flatter back end. That hip is not going to be quite as round in the potential investment type horses.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm gonna, if I had to pick Flatline versus Code Red, I'm gonna say Flatline. I'm gonna say Flatline.
Why?
If I had to pick between the two of them. Flatline versus Code Red, what would you pick?
Can I see how they move?
Yep. This is Flatline.
I know what Flatline moves like. I got to
Yep.
watch Michelle. I was like, oh. Looks like so much fun to ride.
Oh yeah, yeah. He just looked like a blast, right? So easy.
Yeah, that's really cool. Let me see VS Code Red real quick.
So there's a better view of Flatline. I thought he was better here.
That looks like so much
I
fun.
thought he was stronger here. I thought he was a lot stronger here. There's Jay showing him. I think this is as a 3-year-old, maybe.
Real?
Or 4, maybe 4-year-old, 4 or 5. Yep.
Week behind. Yep, her potential investment mare is pretty mover, but has week behind it.
Yep. And then on our potential, we had to really watch for his hind suspensories. We had to really take care of those because they would just want to get strained back there.
Let me see VS code.
Send code red. He's the blazing hot version.
Okay.
I just like Flatline
sure,
better.
Flatline,
Yep.
yep.
I just like Flatline better.
I mean, they're all really cool.
I mean, they're sweet, right? But
yeah.
I like Flatline a little better up front. I didn't think he was quite as strong up front as Flatline.
No, I agree.
See? Like, he gets a little bit longer, and he's just a little weak here. Like, he was a little immature compared to Flatline. Yep. But, I mean, still incredible horses. But...
yeah, I think I'd do Flatline.
Yeah. But if I had to pick one...
yeah, if I had to pick one.
It would be Flatline over Code Red.
Oh, I'd pick both.
Yep. Flatline or Code Blue. Trying to do all the...
I don't actually know what Code Blue would like.
Code Blue's the RL, right? There's so many different versions.
There's so many.
I think Code Blue's the RL version. Let me look. Yeah, he's the RL.
Okay.
Yep. Keep all my VSs straight. I'm still gonna pick Flatline. Yep.
I like Flatline up front.
Yeah, I would probably go Flatline, Blue, Red.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
I think I would do. Yes, VS Code Blue is by RL. Let me get one more profile.
Flatline's stronger in Pleasure, Code Red is stronger in Western Riding. Flatline's stronger in Pleasure for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Code Reds are not have stifle issues. Donna? Code Blue outproduces himself. Okay.
Let me see profile quick. Yeah, it'd go VS Flatline, Blue, Red.
Yep. Code Blue outproduces himself. And that's probably true of all the RLs, right? Like, RL was such a good producer that that's probably true of all of them.
Let's see here.
Potential investment, zip rages, smear.
Our full move.
Like Flatline's equitation for VS Total Heartthrob. VS Total Heartthrob.
Ooh,
What's this
pretty.
one? What's this one? It's not a row.
Artful move.
It's pretty headed though. Artful move. I'm trying to think of the stud that I saw show, the hunter stud that I saw show, and it was probably the best hunter I'd ever seen.
Oh, you think it's that was it?
No, it's not Artful move. I'm trying to think. I don't know if he's even still a stud. I'm gonna let you guys watch this. I'm gonna move this over here, and I'm gonna search real quick while you guys watch this.
I want to see this one. I don't think I've ever seen this one go. One Hot Chocolate.
One Hot Chocolate's old school, right? Like,
oh, they're so pretty.
So One Hot Chocolate, the Zip Chocolate chip obviously changed the industry. Really cool horse.
Yeah, the wow factor, yeah, for sure. Got a lot of reach up front.
What kind of mare is he out of? Do we know? Can we get in the chat? Do you know?
Nice mover.
Yeah.
Saw a 7-year-old show heartthrob on Charlie's virtual show and horsemanship. Adorbs. That's awesome. Lauren Spell showed him at NSBA.
Okay. Who did?
Laura Spell.
Laura Spell. Oh, okay. Huh.
That's a movie right now.
Huh.
Nice horse. Pretty.
Paint all rounder. See, that's the nice thing about paint horses is you can get all rounders still.
Yeah, you can. I feel like in the quarter horse world, it's hard to get an all rounder.
It's real hard to get an all rounder anymore.
Like really, really hard.
Yep.
Let's see here. VS cracked the code. Do you know that one?
Man, everybody breeding those VS horses. Holy cow. VS cracked the code. We had this one. So Joe did the video. He's a hunter.
I don't know if VS cracked the code.
I don't know this one. Especially now as a hunter stud. Hold on, I'm trying to find the results.
Tall.
Yeah, super tall. What kind of mare is he out of? Is he a thoroughbred mare?
Our Zip Chocolate Chips horse is hot.
No, nope. Super quiet-minded, really good-minded. That was probably Zip Chocolate Chip redefined the way they use their hock and really changed a lot about that. But then their tails always were kind of set high and their back ends are made kind of funny, but they were good hocked. So
he's new. Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen any babies out of this one.
Me either. Nice horse though.
Yeah.
Charlie Hilfiger in your neck of the woods.
Charlie.
I had Charlie Hilfiger.
You did?
That big, I feel like I'm not talking to anyone because I can't see.
Yeah, sorry.
The big bay horse that we had.
Yes, the Charlie mare that she had.
You can put the video over.
Well, he's a good loper. Look at that. He stands right up.
Yeah, really nice loper.
Wow. This is a 3-year-old? How old is he here? 2018? Doesn't say.
It doesn't say.
Wow.
You can put a little video of Chubby.
That's impressive. He falls down a little bit this way. I like him a lot the other way.
Yeah, he's good the other way.
Yeah.
But she was a nice horse. We really liked her. She's really good behind. She get a little nervous sometimes, though.
Yeah.
You agree with that?
Yep. She could be a little bit fractious, but pretty horse. Pretty horse. He's 3. That's what I thought. Oh. Let's see. Sorry. He'll figure this one. The girls at R11 are amazing. I mean, some of the best mares in the industry. They really know their stuff. Great to work with.
That's Charlie Hilfiger?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, if you've never seen him.
But don't skip Charlie.
Oops. Right there. So kind of a flat through here, right? He was a little long. Your mare was a little long.
Yeah.
Right? So big, pretty neck, ties in great. Your mare was great headed. Your mare was great behind. Her mare was out of Rosie's Bonanza.
Let's see, I pulled the video.
Not a great video, Charlie. But he ended up being, I mean, he's a great producer, right?
Yeah, nice horse.
Yeah, nice horse. Civilization. Hot One's Only is my pick for Hunter Stallion. Yeah, Hot One's Only is amazing. I like the allocates. They've really, where's that video?
On my Facebook.
On your Facebook, okay. You can show them if you want from there, or we can pull it up. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know if they can see from here.
Oh yeah.
I'll go to the camera.
Pull up more.
Yeah, she was really nice horse, but she's had a little growing up to do. Agree with that?
Yep, she hadn't been shown much. Fairly new. She needed to be seasoned.
Just go to photos.
Photos, albums, videos.
Wait, no, up. Yeah, right there. So
right.
I don't have many videos up there.
So this is our Charlie Hilfiger mare.
Aw, Chubby.
Wicked good behind.
Yeah.
Just need to be seasoned.
Yeah.
Needs to see the world. She's what, 5 here?
No, 4, I think.
4 here?
'Cause we just got her.
Yep.
When we there.
There you go. So yeah, really cool horse. Not a strong jogger.
No.
Need to learn how to jog.
Struggled a little bit at the jog.
Yep. Need to learn how to jog.
She's a little longer though.
Yes. Yep. Let's see, make me a Wild West Riding. I know. I actually talked to Debbie, and they said they were thinking about it, but then they started breeding him, so they didn't go show him the West Riding.
Yeah.
Yep.
They'd be really cool.
Allocate's produced some
Oh,
incredible
but
babies.
don't skip Charlie. We missed that one.
Yes. Allocate has produced amazing babies, and I still can't find the name of that horse. I'm still trying to find. And then you guys, if you hadn't see Mace's video of Marley.
Aw, Shocky baby. I'll start wearing leggings all the time. You don't get so
Yeah.
mad at me.
Yeah. This is Marley, a certain potential filly that we did really well on, the one that we're breeding to make him move a little wild. So see, like we want to make this a little bit stronger up front, right? She's got a little bit of ankle flip. We want to flatten that out.
Yep. So we're hoping the Great Wild will help that.
Yep. So that's our plan. And then just not a strong jogger. Just need to learn how to use her front legs to jog.
She's a baby girl.
Yep.
She's so precious.
So there's the shark. The shark that you guys, so you guys saw her be just a monster in the video, right? There were times that she actually went around. There were times that she went around.
Radical signs are good.
And there's Marley at the Congress.
Radical signs are good.
Radical signs are good. I don't know. It's R good, right? Like just the...
Yeah, R.
Yeah. So I recognize the advertising. So this is the new stud they have. This is their new one. This is the one that was in Australia that they moved here.
You know, we saw a show, didn't we?
We saw him. They practiced with him at the Tough Enough to Wear Pink show. Yep, in Wilmington. And and you could tell, like, he was trying to figure out Kenny's program.
Yep.
Right? Does he have 51 on his shoulder? He's branded.
Looks like it, yeah.
So you could tell that he was new to their program. They're trying to figure him out. Really good up front, right?
Yeah.
He was really up front, especially to the left. I liked him a lot.
It was so left. He was really good.
Yep. I mean, we didn't pick him over Make Him Move Wild.
No, I think.
Yep. I just really liked him. But
after your eyes has produced some of the incredible babies, it seems that line is kind of blooming lately. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. I've been a huge fan of those babies. I'm still trying to find, where is it? What was that horse's name? Yeah, really good up front this way.
Brittany said, I've heard Who is known for throwing certain issues.
Hot ones only? Don't know. Not sure.
Good, I will.
There's certainly been enough of them winning, right? And that was, maybe it's to the right, you like them better.
Yeah, I think it goes to the right, you like them better.
Yeah, I remember, no, left.
No, yeah,
yeah, we'll wait and see on this one, right? I know he did really well in Australia.
Yep.
But we'll wait and see on this one in the States, I think.
Good, I will be.
Good I Will Be was amazing.
Yeah.
Do you know Good I Will Be?
It sounds familiar, but I don't think I've seen it though.
Good I Will Be, beautiful horse. And just like, this was all arounder when it comes to AQHA to me.
I sent a picture of a mare and full to him.
So this is what a AQHA all around stallion should be, right? So he was 4-time NSBA world champion, the Hunter Saddle, and he was reserving the Pleasure.
Really?
Yeah.
Do I pull up our picture real quick? Send a picture of a mare and full to him.
Okay.
What bloodline has been the hardest for you to train in your career?
In my entire career?
Your whole entire career, who's been the hardest one to train? I know. How long has I been with you?
The hardest in my entire career?
After that, who's been the easiest one?
I would say probably the hardest in my entire career has been Hot Rodder mares.
Hot Rodder mare? That's it, because Pete's Hot Rodder.
Yep, I would say Hot Rodder mares. I think every Hot Rodder mare I've ever had has been tough.
So who's in the easiest one?
And then if it wasn't Hot Rodder, it would be a Dynamic Deluxe type.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're really tough.
How about easiest?
Easiest? Lazy Lopers.
Lazy Lopers, yeah.
By far. Yep. By far easiest. Like, as far as like just being all around good citizens, never give me any trouble, Lazy Loper.
Don goes Peanut. That's what I was saying. I'm like, I know who's been the hardest for you.
Yeah. Any Hot Rodder mare. I
was gonna say Peanut, but I was like, maybe he had different ones before.
Tough horses. And maybe it's just like, and a lot of that's like my program too. Like, I want them broke loose. I want them soft everywhere. And those Hot Rodder mares just want to stay tight.
Yeah, I mean,
they just want to be tight.
Well, you guys see when you get on her, she's like, like she wants to just be like a little tight.
Yep, she wants to be just kind of cranked up.
Here's my dynamic Hot Rodder.
Yeah, that's a feisty cross. We'll call it that.
Easy on the eyes.
Easy on the eyes. That's a paint stud, right? I recognize the name because EYEZ, right?
Do you know this one?
This one right here. Yeah, it's a Z. Oh, it's Corson. Protect your assets.
Do you know this one?
Just good all blue?
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't either.
I don't know that one. Easy on the eyes. This one, 2006 stud. Protect your assets.
He's got some zip trap potential investment.
I don't know him. I mean, I've seen his ad.
Welcome to life
but I
with
don't know
tight.
him.
Yeah, tight is hard.
Yes.
Maybe he wants to be a Western rider. So I told Jamie, I was like, we need to make her Western rider. The hardest thing with Peanut is that she just hasn't had very much rhythm, even from day one. Okay, so when we put her on the lunge line, I was in the middle, like lunging Jerry when we put the first ride on her, and we went to go lope off, and then we broke her down to a trot. And I was like, so, like, did it feel good? He's like, it felt terrible.
No, it did not feel good.
What?
Like Marley, I put the first ride on Marley, and she was amazing.
The force be with us, dude.
She was amazing. And I put the first ride on Peanut and...
But, okay, here's the different thing. Is like, Peanut is downhill, all right? And she has so much power behind.
Yeah.
There's so much power behind that.
Yeah.
It's hard. Because she just was rough for a little while. Yeah, she was rough for a little while. So that's why it was really hard for us to teach her, like, to do Western riding with her, because there wasn't much rhythm for us to follow.
Yeah.
So, It's getting so much better now. Like, she's trying to get some rhythm now and everything. And it's
a lot
looking good. But, yeah, the first ride, it was...
She was by far not the best horse I've ridden. By far.
No, best jogger that we've ever ridden.
Absolutely best jogger.
When we jogged for the first time, he was like, holy cow, like, this is nice.
Absolutely best jogger.
But no, she's a really cool mover. She's really good legged, so I think we'll be okay. Okay, let's see here.
I'm still trying to find...
Maybe he wants to be
this horse.
Horse with this, Jamie. What are your thoughts on... How do you pronounce that?
Aguilar saddles? This is the Miguel Aguilar. So that's the saddle that Lonnie has, I think.
Who?
Lonnie over at Katrina's has a Miguel Aguilar.
I've never heard of those.
It is comfortable. It's super soft leather. Super soft leather.
Where are we?
How about a reiner? I wish I knew more. Or Peanut. I wish I knew more about the reining. I would absolutely love, if I was going to do any other event, it would be dressage or reining.
Yeah.
We seriously considered buying a reining horse.
Yeah, we did. Like last year, right?
Yep.
I don't know. What would you guys do if you guys couldn't do
if you could do any other event?
Any other event, what would it be?
Yeah.
I would either do reining or jumping.
No jumping.
Or,
no jumping.
I know it's going to sound crazy, but I think barrel racing would be so much fun.
I can see that. I can see your barrel racing.
I think that'd be so much fun.
See, now, she says she wants to barrel race, but she doesn't want to go fast on Peanut.
Peanut's rough to ride.
You think those barrel racers are smooth?
Yes.
They don't look that smooth.
They look smooth. Ranch riding. Okay, that's cool. That's awesome. Okay, let me see where I'm at.
Oh, I cannot find that horse.
What are other bloodlines besides hot riders that are known for being difficult?
Here it is. You could be next. Right? I think you could be next. Is this a stud?
Reining. Barrels, Dawn. We could do barrels together. And let Peanut do reining. Yeah, we were actually thinking about Peanut doing reining because she has such a long mane and she's so little. I'm like, let's just put some slides on her and let's do reining. Poles. Cutting would be so much fun. Yes, I actually thought about that. Remember we were going to make Peanut a cutting horse? Mm-hmm. We had so many dreams for Peanut.
She should have been a cow horse.
Hunt seat or saddle seat?
Okay, this horse right here. I can't find a video of him.
Ooh, competitive tread. That'd be really fun.
I can't find a video of him. But this horse, if you guys don't know this horse, if you did not see Stacy Holes show this horse at the Congress, this was the best trotter I've ever seen.
Yeah?
Yep.
Gorgeous horse.
That was the best trotter I've ever seen.
There's no video of him?
Not even close. I can't find a video.
Barrels is fun on the right horse. Yeah, I think it'd be so much fun.
See if I can.
Can't make this cutting or reining. Yeah, that'd be really cool.
But yeah, so if you guys don't know this horse, by far the best trotter I've ever seen. Right? I watched him show. He ended up being in this class. He was 9th. Yep.
What class was that?
He was.
What class did he show?
That was the Open. What did he do in the limited?
In New Zealand,
he won the limited. Stacy Holes won the limited 3-year-old Open at the Congress. Right here. I loved this horse. Absolutely loved this horse. Very cool. So, and I don't know if he's breeding much now or if people know about him or whatever. I haven't seen him as babies, but man, he was wicked. Wicked.
I did ranch riding once. And thought I was going to fall off. Aww. a lot of people do ranch riding.
Never done.
A lot of people, I think that'd be really fun to do.
It's taken off though, that's for sure.
I don't like going fast either.
Is this a video? I might have found a video.
I know. I said you can't tell. Like Dawn said, you can't tell without no video.
I know. I might have a video for you guys. So you can watch them all day. Oh, wait. I clicked a button. Detroit Lions. No, they're terrible. Yeah, and this doesn't even do him justice, right? No, the video doesn't do him justice, but I mean, you can kind of get an idea. He was just so floaty with a massive stride.
Yeah, he looks floaty.
Mm-hmm. Like just so slow-legged and so floaty.
Super floaty. Yeah. Look be so much fun to ride. I feel like it'd be like the
I mean, like, so this is what we're talking about with slowing that post down, right? Look how much ground he covers, and he just floats so hard. Look how she's way up in the air. Like, that's a slow, controlled post, right? That back rail is really good.
Yeah. Looks like so much fun to ride, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I just want to go ride.
This back rail, like, that's... He can move. Yeah. Yeah, if you guys don't know him, like, that's a trot there.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't know if you can get an appreciation from loping, but he was a good loper, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this was the year after he showed the Congress.
That trot, I know.
Oh, this is 4 months ago.
Oh.
They posted this. So this is recent.
That's recent. Well, we're going for a long time. Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Yeah, that's him right there. Yeah. So, I do know.
You do know.
I do know a hunter stud you guys don't know. Ha, I got you.
Let's see here. Thoughts on naturally inspiring. Very, very lofty. Do you know that one?
Naturally inspiring? Uh-huh. Yeah, hang time. Look at that. Ooh. And like I said, when he showed the Congress as a 3-year-old, it was amazing.
Nice horse.
Amazing.
I think I remember now.
Yep. Cool horse.
I have a mare bred to him. I'm so excited. Oh, you do?
Really? Nice. How is your mare bred? I'd be very curious to see how his babies do. Because look, like, he's deep behind, especially for a hunter.
Right.
Like, this is today's style of hunter horse, right? They got to rock up and go slow like a pleasure horse, kind of. They got to be able to sit on their hock. So, like, that's why the hot ones onlys have done so well. That's why I think his babies will do well. So they can trot like that and they can sit on their hock.
Yeah.
Cross him
winner,
on
chicken dinner.
something that stands up a little harder up front.
It's a nice horse.
Nice horse. Cool.
Do you want to do some
It's 10:30 already? Yeah.
Viewer?
Yeah. Let's do some viewer videos. We never even got to it, right? We talked about it.
alternate fancy invitation only donor? Ooh.
Oh, yeah. See, that should
That
be
would
good
be
horse.
awesome.
I'm excited to see that one. You should be very excited about that.
I want to get more pregnant. I want to do this.
You want to have a baby?
I want a baby.
What do we got here? We're just little spurs. Look, okay, so many windows open. Holy cow. All right.
Out the window too.
Yes.
So I'll be able to see. There we go.
And a cool name, too, right? You could be next.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like that too.
That'll make for some cool name babies. It's important, right? They gotta have a good name.
I know.
Gotta have a good name. All right, so I want to pull up some video with these. Problem. Pull some video with these. So we talked a little bit. We touched a little bit on it. I want you guys to make sure that you are going slowly with your horses. Okay. So we're introducing all these new topics to you guys. We're introducing all this new stuff to you guys. Go slow when you teach your horses.
Right.
All right. Lay the foundation for understanding how to be a good student and how to get taught first. Right? Because if you don't have that, you end up frying your horse. They get real nervous. Okay? So we don't want to make our horse nervous. We don't want to freak him out. So make sure you just you take your time.
Right. For sure.
Okay?
Yep.
So we have this one.
We'll start the confirmation and then do the video. I know.
Yeah. I just want to see where I was at.
Yeah.
So where are we? Well, I didn't save this video. Hold on. The context about I didn't even get my glasses.
Oh, you need your glasses?
I'm staring at the light. I'm blind.
Blindly
All right. So let me load it up in Photoshop. Oops, that's photos.
Yeah, if you guys want for us to do a video critique, send them on in.
Yes, we are. We'll be. Well, maybe we can go to 11 again tonight.
Maybe 1 a.m.
Maybe we'll just go all night.
That'd be fun.
We looked at that. We did 3.5 hours with you guys yesterday.
Didn't feel like it.
Didn't feel like it. It sure went fast, didn't it?
I was like, was I feel like an hour?
3.5 hours.
It's crazy.
Holy
That was
cow,
so much
it
fun.
flies.
Or go back to the basics.
Goes
yes.
real fast.
Going back to the basics.
Yes, so even when you go back to the basics, like you're putting the foundation on, you gotta take your time and gotta let the horse settle in, right? So evaluating this one, I like his top line.
Top line's really
right?
nice.
I like where this neck ties in. I like where this neck ties in down here, right? Super long over the top, round hip, Good hook, good set. A little upright up front.
I'm so happy you love these live streams. We love having you here.
Awesome. Very good.
Yeah, send it in, Stacey.
Yep, definitely. So I like this horse top line a lot. So we have said before, like we're looking for that nice level top line, right? So this horse really demonstrates that well. And like I've said, if you feel like, if you look at your horse and your top line is kind of doing one of these and you're on the roller coaster, right? This is going to be hard to level out. So this horse loping around ought to be very balanced.
Oh, there's his mama. Oh, yay!
Oh, good, Dawn. So this horse ought to be very balanced going around.
Yeah, really
right?
cute.
So we've said before, like if this top line is doing one of these numbers, just kind of all over the place, right?
Super nice top line.
You'd have a hard time riding it. So this horse looks like he wants to hang down. Looks like he's just a good citizen. Very nice. I love his tail set. Nice round. Perfect.
I love the whole look.
Yeah, and you've got matching white socks, which is so nice. And they're below the knee, right? Very important if you're gonna have high white, right? Below the knee and the match.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So see how like, it looks like his legs are just dipped.
Perfectly like.
They're perfectly like angled up, right?
Yep.
So that's what I wanna see, right?
Jasmine, did you send it over Facebook Messengers? Yep, right there. Okay, perfect. We'll do you next.
Awesome. Yeah, so Dawn, you started this horse yourself?
Yep.
Cool.
Trent said, I have a young mare and I'm trying to do the trot exercises from the rib control video. Could you talk about deeper? As she's new to the exercise, I was hoping you could talk about it.
Yeah, so we might even play the video.
Yep, we can kind of do it here too.
Yep. So,
perfect, Jasmine, we'll get to it.
when we're riding here, I don't know how many days, Dawn, how many days do you have on this horse?
Yeah, how many days do you have?
Like, does it have a lot of training or does it have just like just briefly started? So I like how he's carrying his neck down.
Yeah.
Right? We've got that neck drop down. Really, really nice.
You're welcome.
Coming around here. So when we steer, I like that you're using your outside rein to steer.
Yep.
Right? So they're a little off balance and we're putting a lot of bend in there. So make sure, especially when you come across there, use that outside rein to steer. I want my outside making the edge. Right? So remember, you got your horse between your reins.
Yep.
Outside rein always controls the corners. Don't use your inside to steer your corners. It's like when you'll see it when you come through here. We're going to use our left hand here to steer this corner, right? New groundwork through the winter. Okay, so yeah. So see how we bend this horse's head first,
Yep.
right? So this is going to flex him right in here, right? In the middle of his neck, right there. See that bow right there?
Yep.
That's why you didn't make that corner, right? So when they turn and he just turns like here instead of down here, you won't make that corner. Because look at this right front.
It's reaching out.
See, it's reaching out, right? So if we take this horse and we say, okay, where are we at? We're here, and this is something I see all the time, so I wanted to address it, so I picked you.
Can I have a piece of paper? I'm gonna write down everyone's names so I can keep people in order.
Sure.
I feel bad otherwise.
We can do. Do you have something right on?
Yeah, this is good.
Okay.
I'll just write.
So that right there, that shoulder leave-in is why you're gonna have a hard time steering and take out the background. So this bend right here, and this is like kind of, we talked about this, right? Where we end up getting a big hook in our horse's body, like that. This bend right here, this little bow that's going this way, is why this leg is allowed to go this way, right? He should be following his circle around through his legs around this way, all right? So make sure that you come across there, right? Steer your outside across, open your inside up. So if anything, I would want to come higher with this hand, right? Open this rein up somewhere out in this area, and then close this wall on this side to stand this shoulder up, right? So if we can stand that outside up, you'll steer across there better. Block this shoulder, right? So when you come through, stand that outside up, send that leg through, all right? Try not to leave things hanging out. If you bend him right here, he's gonna be able to step out with this leg. He's not gonna make that corner, and you're gonna lose control of this shoulder and have a hard time. Yep, you're losing the shoulder, you got it. So, and then your circle's not going where you want it to go, right? So keeping that in mind, that's why you end up wandering out here. So I like that you went to your outside leg, right? The other reason why I picked this video, the other reason why I was gonna pick on you, is this is a young horse, right? Young horse that we're just starting, and he looks like he doesn't wanna go anywhere, right? He looks like he doesn't have a lot of forward in him. And I know because your legs are doing this on his sides. You're saying trot, 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 right? So when your legs are this busy, see how you're having to keep him going? If I'm gonna do anything on the horse like this, I'm gonna hold one side and pop the other, but make sure your cluck and make sure he carries himself. Your cluck's gotta mean something so that when you do cluck to him, he does step up and he does get some wind under his wings. He does wanna go somewhere. So you don't have to keep popping your feet like this, right? It's like almost the whole time, and you'll see it when you come around the camera too, right here, tap, 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 tap. That foot's just busy, 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 busy all the time, right? Be cautious of that, because if your legs are busy carrying him to make him jog, you found you can't steer.
Right. That's what I ran into in Marley too. Is that I always had to like kick.
So if you're busy keeping that horse going off your feet, tap, 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 tapping those feet, you're not going to be able to do other stuff. Your legs can only do one thing at a time. Right? So he's begging you to carry him around. Don't do it. Right? So I might go like tap, tap, tap.
Yep.
Like go, go, cluck, cluck. Right? And like a bigger tap. I'm going to hold one though and tap the other. Right? So I'm going to give him something to come up onto by holding one and tapping the other. Right? So if you kind of think about like, if Macy's hand was, if this was my horse, right? If I come here and I tap both, right? If I go wave, 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 bang, right? That horse could probably jump. So especially a young one. So it'll quiet him down a little bit more if I go wave, wave, pop, and I give him something to sit on over here.
So
right? And then he's most likely to come here and forward, right? But make sure that you aren't carrying him around. Yeah, he's got a pretty cadence.
He does have a really pretty cadence.
But what will happen is his cadence will become only as good as your rhythm, right? And you're going to, depending on how good your rhythm is, will lose a lot of cadence, right? And he should be cadence, right? He's made to be cadence. He's made nice. So he's made to have his neck down,
really, really nice.
Right? So make sure you're not carrying that horse around, because that'll get you in trouble later, right? Especially when you go to lope.
Really cute jogging too.
Super cute jog. I want to see him lope.
Yeah,
next time, send me a video lope because I want to see it. Very good.
Sense. Perfect.
Awesome.
Let's do Jasmine next. I have you guys all on a list here.
Okay, Jasmine, I like this one. Can I show, wait, before I play this, can I play the first one? Okay, so we'll take a look at the horse.
You said?
Is that all right? Because we see a big difference in this horse, right?
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that we can play the first one. I don't want to call you out.
We're just waiting.
So this horse right here, I like the way she's loping at the camera. I like that she's swinging her leg out. She can play. Awesome.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Yay.
Because this was important, right? We've talked about this. We did a little video on this one.
You're so welcome, Don.
All right. So we had this mare, and this was part of the reason. So Jasmine, you were kind of the reason why I wanted to make sure that we go slower.
And you're gonna do. Is this one we talk about rib control and stuff?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Because Trent will dive in deeper to rib control.
Yes.
Yep. Wait, we might even pull up the video that we did. So, of you doing that, right?
Yep. So this video is the importance of going slow on your horse, right? When you're teaching. Oh God, no, don't worry.
No.
So this is the importance of going slow. So you're on the right track. You're getting a lot of bend, but we want to make sure we're being clear and fair to our horse, right? So, and it's the hardest thing to come in and find where you're going to start on these horses, right? Because you see me doing it on mine, but there's a lot of foundational steps that came into that.
Right. Yep.
Right. So
Make sure you can see it on stream.
Yep. The one thing I want you guys to be aware of, and the one thing I want you to really make sure you're doing, is using your arena. Right. Make your circles. So part of that, like when you see me doing my videos when I'm with Macy and Macy's videoing me, some of my circling, some of my area that I'm working in is because of limitations of the video.
Right. Yep,
right?
For sure.
Some of the circles that I'm making are because of limitations of the video. But that being said, a lot of it isn't. Right? A lot of the video, the circles that I'm doing, whether Macy was there or not, are going to be on that same circle.
Yeah, in that same circle. Yep.
Right? So we're going to tear up a 40-foot circle. As long as I'm in the middle of the arena, my horse will be getting broke, right? He's going to be learning to follow me and learning to do what I want him to do. So, like we come over here and we kind of just bounce off that wall, right? And we see people bounce off the wall all the time, right? And Jasmine, this is not particular to you per se.
No, not
this
at
is
all.
This is everybody struggles with this,
right?
So make sure that you are in your middle of the arena, because we want to get this horse comfortable out here first, and then we start shaping things around to it, right? So what Jasmine found and what we talked about with Jasmine was that when you start using your inside leg to get rib control, you're going to get a lot of hip, right?
Yep.
So if we look at this horse coming through, she's going to start tapping this inside foot, and that hip's going to shoot straight over, right? Because a lot of the times, if this rib isn't stood up going this way where it's supposed to,
right.
this hip can't come through,
Right.
right? So like right here, we're kind of going to get a little bit aggressive, right? But we got a lot of hip coming sideways. What I want to caution you guys doing is try not to send conflicting messages to your horse. So I'm actually going to cut this. There, good. I'm glad I didn't get the play video in there, right? So I'm going to stop this. We're going to come here. So what I don't want to do is I can't see what your outside foot's doing here, right? So in this shot, I can't see what your outside foot's doing.
Right.
But what I don't want to do is be pushing this horse this way off my outside foot,
Right.
and then reach back with this foot and correct this hip for coming over.
Right.
I don't want to do that.
No.
All right? So if I do this, if I start doing this maneuver and I'm getting a lot of hip coming around like that, instead of tapping back here to control that, at least in the beginning when I'm teaching this horse, right? Because we can see she's nervous,
Right.
right? We can see that she's a little bit worried about it,
Yep.
right? So instead of correcting this for coming over and telling her, no, that's not what I want, right? I would be more inclined to try to get more hip control on this horse,
Right.
right? Would you do the same thing? Like, would you think, like, instead of pushing that hip and then being mad that it came so far over, I would just work on this leg over here, making sure that it moves 1-to-1,
Right.
right?
Yep.
Making sure that my leg's coming on really soft and that horse is moving with me,
Right.
all right? Because even if, like, I can't see that leg, but even if it's just her calf on there, that hip is running away from her leg.
Right. Yep, for sure.
Right?
Yep.
So I would say this disconnect is what I would want to fix. And I don't want to fix this disconnect by pushing that hip back over.
Right.
Right? Because if you go, like, you would kind of get in this mess of a situation where you would push your hip over, it would go too far, and you'd push it back. And then you'd go to push it over, and you'd go back here, and then you'd go back here, and then you'd go back here, and you'd go back here. And that horse is not going to know where to go.
Right.
Right? So I would be more inclined, if that hip outran me, just to pull my head this way and push my hip around further until that horse waited with my foot.
Yeah, to the horse wait for foot, and then teach her like
And
what
then
your
teach this.
what your outside foot's supposed
Yep.
to do.
And
Yep.
then teach this on a straight line.
Yeah, because right now she's
with my
scared
hip
of your
over.
foot.
Yep.
So you have to teach her to be like, oh, my feet aren't scary. You know,
Yep.
I'm here to help you.
Yep, she's
And
just
then
kind of scared of her
once
foot.
she trusts your feet, then you can start teaching her like the right position to be in.
Right, right.
And then you can start like tapping your inside leg and asking softly for it.
Yep. So Jasmine and I had this chat, right? And then she sent me this video. So here's where we are now.
Which is much better.
Much better. Much better. So now you see that horse got a couple good straight steps in
Yep.
there, right? The only problem that I have with this is this move there.
Yep.
That one.
The kick. Yep.
The kick. Yep. So, I mean, we've said before, right, that we're not going to do a lot of kicking, like both feet popping like that, right? If I'm going to kick my horse, I'm going to hold one side and kick the other, right? Because I want that horse to come up, right? And I want him to come up onto my spur.
Onto your spur, yep.
Because if I just boot him, that horse can go that way, right? So if I'm going to do this maneuver, and I'm going to put the boots to one, because I want him to step up, right? I want him to step into this a little bit more. So if I'm here, we'll drop the background. If I'm here like this, I'm probably going to hold this one and tap, tap this one.
Yep.
Oops, I dropped that arrow. Tap this one, right? But I want to have this wall over here, right? Because see that line that I just made? That's where I want my horse to go, right? So remember we talked about the two sides of the balloon, right? So here's our horse's barrel, here's our horse's barrel, right? We work on rib control, so we want to work on being able to push this way, right? Push it this way, across there, and push it both sides, and get that barrel moving like this, and then this, and this. Have this leg be able to push it over there. Have this leg be able to push it over there. Oops. Yep. Yep. Sorry about that, Don. So have that barrel be able to push around, right? But if you have control on both sides of your horse's belly, here and here, and your horse rides between those lanes, when you hold one, and work the other, that horse is going to go this way.
Right. Yep.
Right? More accurately, he's probably going to go this way.
Right.
Up and over, right? He's going to go this way.
Right.
Right? So you could use both legs to come across here and come up and over, right? Onto that line. And I might do the same thing if I hold the inside line right through here and I tap this leg, then everything's going to come up in this way. It's going to pile up against this wall, right? So you can imagine literally what happens is when you push this side, you're going to push this rib because our horse respects this wall right here. We're going to push that rib over and it's going to start piling up and follow this up.
Right.
Make sense?
Yep.
So if you can't push this over onto this leg, you don't have this wall made the way you want.
Right, I agree.
Right? Because that wall might do this over here. Right? And then you're going to get a lot of lateral before you start coming up.
Coming up, yeah.
Right? So then when we ride our horses, you kind of think about the reason why we ride close with our legs right here like this. I'm going to push that horse to the outside, push it back to the inside, push to the outside, push to the inside, push to the outside, push to the inside, push to the outside, push to the inside. And see how my horse rises up underneath of me?
Yeah.
Right? So we can kind of trade that horse up and kind of work that belly up and ping pong it back and forth between those lanes, right? But you can't really ping pong its belly back and forth if your body is here. Whoops, is here, right? If your lanes are there.
Yeah.
Right? So if you ride with legs far away, it's really hard to get that back up because
right.
you can't push your body back and forth, right? So then the only problem that I have is when our legs come off.
Yep.
And we go to make that kick.
Yeah.
Right?
And then, like, if you saw in that one video, when Jeremy was trying to, like, kick me, like, they just get really
They tense
crazy.
up.
They tense up. And
Yep.
then...
A tense horse is never going to come this way.
No.
Right? A tense horse is most likely going to go that way.
Or go this way.
Yeah. Or go sideways, right? Like hers
Yeah.
was in the beginning. It was going sideways over here,
Yeah.
right? So we want to get this horse to where, like, I'm going to hold this leg. This leg over here is the leg she can trust.
Right. Yep.
That's the leg she absolutely can lean on, can trust that.
Yep.
So,
always there.
So I don't want to scare her off of this leg by putting the boots to her, right? And you won't see me do much like leg, bam, right? I ride really close, I ride really soft. So what you guys will find is that the softer your horses get, the more they ride right here, the less you need, right? A lot of us are used to asking our horses aggressively because our horses couldn't do anything because they were in bad position, right? And what you'll start finding is as your horses get in better position, they're able to do more things, right? They're just able to use themselves better. So I like this filly's got her head down, but like that right there, that would be a more effective move if we held one and tapped the other,
Yep.
right? And then the other thing I want to draw attention to before we leave this horse. This is the move we're trying to fix. This one.
Yep.
All right? So,
Hands.
Yep, the hands. You got it. The hands. So,
Kitten said, in order to get my married slope off, I have to hold my outside leg and tap it inside leg and kiss, which that's too much.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's perfect.
That's the dream right there. Hold your outside, tap your inside, and kiss.
Yep.
So you will take that and just add a little seat bounce to it.
Yep.
Add a little right there.
Yep.
But absolutely want to be able to hold the outside and tap the inside because the reason why your mare lopes off there because she has no motor and needs a lot of encouragement. What you're figuring out without my help is that if this horse lifts her body, she can swing her legs into a lope.
Right. Yep.
Right? Remember that it's an up transition, right? If you go from walk to trot or trot to lope, it's an up transition. That horse is going to collect up, round up, and then her legs can go. So that's going to be true of any transition, is that if that horse would pick its legs up, pick its body up, then its legs are free to do whatever gear you want to do. All right? So absolutely 100% on the right track to say, sit on this, tap this, and you're basically doing the same thing I said where you're going to do this, tap, 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 tap that horse up, and now you're loping around.
Yep.
Right? So that's, Caitlin, that's exactly what you're trying to do. So that's how I lope all of my babies around.
Yep.
Yep, every single baby of mine. Because I want to be able to control that horse's stride, right? I want him to sit and learn to get connected through here. So if you have to hold your outside foot and tap your inside, good problem, right? Positive problem to have, okay? So then, let's say with this hand coming this way, this rein coming this way, right, is doing the work that should be made out of this leg, okay? So that bend right there is what's going to cause a lot of problems because we're going to end up hooked, right? And you can ask the Dons, right? You can ask Don Peterson and Don Sullivan. Ask the Dons what happens when your horse hooks right there.
Yep.
Right? When you get this bend in your horse's neck, right? So, and you can see it in the outside rein.
Yep.
Right? See that? And that's that curl right there. She's doing is she's holding this up to start. I got you, kiddo. So you're holding that up, right? And you're trying to keep this horse from falling this way.
Right.
That should come out of our foot.
Right.
All right?
Yep.
So when I come around that corner, bingo, Corey, you got it. So when I come around that corner, I don't want to hold this shoulder up, right? I want this mare to hold her shoulder up on her own. And we can see the difference is that this leg kind of wants to travel sideways that way.
Right. Yep.
Right? She wants to fall in a little bit more. This leg is standing good, but she's solid on this outside, right? Don't use this hand to hold that shoulder up. Right? Make sure that you have the wall right there. Those are curl your head to the left at all times. It's most likely that curl your head left is most likely a problem with this shoulder leaking out this way.
So what grade level do you start pushing on hips and shoulders?
Yep. So what grade level do I start? Hips, ribs, and shoulders. So we did the video on dubs that should be on YouTube, right? Let me pull it
Or
up.
is that a Patreon page?
Nope, it's not on Patreon yet. It will be though. So if we go to our YouTube, we did the video on dubs, my channel, studio. You guys get behind the scenes view here. Backstage pass. So right, taking your horse to school. This one.
Taking your pony to school. She leaks back to the right.
Mm-hmm. Yep, she's gonna be leaking bad to the right. You got it. So this video right here, we did this one. So I'm gonna start putting shoulder and hip control on my horse when I can do this. Lag. What? That's not us. That's the stream.
Yeah, that was when she was terrible.
Yeah. That's before we got stuff figured out, right?
Yeah.
So once I can steer and guide, I'm gonna start working on my shoulders. I'm gonna start working on my ribs. I'm gonna push them out and just change lanes, right? And then I'm gonna start working on my hips. My hips are always probably gonna be last, unless my horse has a problem that dictates that I need to do it differently.
Yeah.
So if I have a horse who spins out really bad, right? So if we go to our Patreon now, if we go to back to my videos, and this, so guys, if you are not Patreon members, see all these?
Are all the videos.
Look at this. 1 of 30 of about 122, right? So we have tons of videos for you guys on Patreon, right?
There's a lot of hip ones, like that black horse up there. Got one more right there. Remember that one?
Not that one.
No, the RL.
The RL, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that. Okay, let's mix it right there.
This one.
Yeah.
Whoops. There we go. All right, so this horse was really naughty in his hips and wanted to fall down too.
Yeah, I remember he now.
He wanted to fall down too, and you can actually see him get a little bit country on me too. So here's setting up for the lope off, then we lope off, and he wants to curl over real bad, right? So we're gonna lope around.
I don't know where he got country.
I think I bend him around, yeah.
I remember he got a little naughty.
Yep.
It's a nice horse though.
Super nice horse, and his breeder watched the videos too.
Oh really?
So yeah, so he gets featured here.
Aww.
So here's pushing my hip around, right? And this horse did not like this, right? He did not give me his hips comfortably, right? There you go. So I'm gonna push that hip. So if he doesn't give me his hip, so we were talking about giving your hip softly, right? Give your hip softly and come through. But see how I just stay connected? So when I lope off, I'm gonna hold this one and I'm just tapping my other one. So I'm gonna push this hip around, hold this one, tap this one real soft, gonna bring that hip over, and then we lope through that. But see how he's nervous?
Yeah.
I'm not loping off, right? Not gonna lope off if he's worked up and nervous. There you go. So that's taking the edge off right there, right? So there you go. It's another new horse to us, new horse to our program that we're gonna work on pushing and catching and getting control of his hips.
That's Xavier, man.
Yep, absolutely. They get fiery, right? They get a little bit cranky. This is a little RL. He was spunky.
Yeah, he was tight too.
Yep. Very tight. He needed to get broke loose right here. But see all that petting, right? Tons and tons and tons of petting. So push this hip. He's running, right? He's going to run for my foot. So I'm going to stay until he waits on my spur. Wait with me. Move with me, right? There, see him sitting on my foot? Take it away. Now I'm going to ask for his hip to come over. There, move with me. Much better. Leg connected, solid. There, take it away, pet him. See how I do that? And this is how you guys should teach your horses, right? They're going to overreact like this. They're going to say, no, I don't want you to have it. And that's what you have to think of it as, right? When you go to push your hip, they're telling you no. No, you can't have it. You can't have my hip, right? So when you push his hip around, you want him to move with your foot, right? They got to take their time. So when you take your horse, your young horse, what grade level we start moving hips from body around? We're going to teach them to accept our spurs from right away.
Yep.
Right? They got to accept our spurs right away, right from the get-go.
As long as you can quote gallop around cute.
Yep.
And they're soft everywhere.
Yep. Yep. And see, now we're loping straight ahead. He's not tipping over anymore, right? I don't want him to tip over. Okay, he's got to give his body up. So I start working my shoulders, my body, my ribs. So he can go straight right here. Now I have hip control.
Yep.
See those legs traveling straight towards me? I don't want them traveling sideways, right? Want those legs coming straight towards the camera. Okay.
I remember how much running I had to do there. I was running like those long rails.
Yep. Yep. And see, he just gets overdone, right?
Yeah.
He gets way overdone. The hip starts to shoot sideways instead of straight forward.
Yep.
Yep. And that's what happens. You get that horse kinked up. It's got to go straight. Better.
Yep, much better.
See those legs flying straight right there. Much better. But yeah, so when you introduce this to horses, right, you go to teach your horse new things like that, you're going to get some resistance, right? You're going to get some crankiness. So here I'm just pushing that rib around, right? That's what we're talking about. Coming through. He starts to pull on me, so I'm going to back him off, and I'm going to go back to it, hopefully.
So if you had to go more in depth into the rib control, how would you explain that a little more?
Into the rib control. So it's all about getting...
I want to hear a video of, on our Patreon page, a lot of rib control.
Yeah.
I'm sure we do.
Getting control of your horse's hips.
Yeah, we have a ton of videos on getting control of your horse's hips.
Yep,
that's a big one. Bring up the neck and head side.
So this is straight lines. Cold starting, straight lines.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
I don't know if that's rib control, though.
So this should be kind of like your colts, right? So this is when you start loping your young horses around.
Is it rib control, though?
I'm sure I do some of it if I'm talking about going straight.
I think it's when we had like that really long line. Straight
Oh,
lines.
yeah. The better ones with this horse were at Chris's barn, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing you want to work on is just get to where they guide, right? You want your horse to stay between hands and feet first.
Which one I posted?
Which one?
The first, our new barn.
The rib control videos on YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube. That's what I thought. I was like, I don't think it's our Patreon page.
Yeah, we have tons. Tons and tons and tons.
Yeah, you have to go back to the Patreon, YouTube. Like the first one we did.
That was a good one too. We did the Hank, remember?
Yep.
He didn't like giving his hips up.
No. Yeah, this is a cool one. This is a young up-and-coming trainer.
Yep.
So we're helping her here.
So, okay, so see where she's going to lope off here. She's bouncing her seat. She's tapping his inside foot. Then he can pick his body up. See him pick his body up?
Yep.
That's what we want, right? So, Caitlin, your horse probably looked a lot like that, right? When you go to lope off. Yep.
That's a cute little horse.
Cute little horse.
I'll go back to the one with Peanut doing rib control.
I don't know.
It's go back to the one we just did a couple days ago.
Oh.
Yeah, way back, like way earlier. Where's Peanut Butter?
Well, let's just do the rib control here.
Yeah, that's better. Yep.
Yeah, we'll start here. We'll just review this video with you guys. How's that?
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, right here. Yep. That was the first video we did.
Yeah. This is where we started going live again. Yeah. So this is probably where you guys are going to start with your horses.
Rib control is really confusing.
It is.
It's really hard.
It is.
And it's harder than hips.
You think so?
Yeah, because with hips, like you kind of have like a maneuver, but like with the rib control, it's like based off your feel and your seat and your feet. You know, you got to have good timing with your feet and stuff.
Yeah.
Would you guys say getting rib control is harder than hips? Because like your hips, you can like pull their head around and move their hips. You kind of get them up off your on your feet.
Yeah, true. So the biggest thing that we're going for.
I don't know. I think it's harder than hips.
This is the move we're talking about right here. So I'm gonna take a hold, slide, wide, wrap, Now, I am on a circle here, right? So I'm not wandering around, all right? So keep that in mind. Ribs is way hard to get the feel for. Yeah, I can see that. It took me a long time to figure out, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think ribs are really hard because it's just a whole different feeling. Like with the hip round, you can say this is a maneuver. Yeah. So yeah, I think ribs are a lot harder.
So what we're talking about.
I wish our video was better.
I know. Yeah, YouTube doesn't let us yet. Thanks to your subscriptions and follows and views, we can we'll be able to upload in higher quality. So the more you guys spread this, the better quality streams we'll be able to upload. We're in 720 right now. We'll be able to be in full HD once we have, I think it's so many hours watched. Then we'll be able to unlock better. So see how this video is really blurry. We won't have to do blurry video for you guys anymore if you keep smashing that subscribe and follow button, right? If you guys keep watching us, we'll keep making better. So I am on a circle here going around the arena, all right? What we're talking about is these legs have got to maintain the circle, okay? So when you're pushing your horse around and you're going around here, I'll move it over. We want to be able to follow the circle around, okay? Don't let your horse not follow the outside. Okay, so I'm making the wall on the outside with my outside leg right through here. Outside leg is on, and I'm controlling this outside of my horse. I'm keeping her off the inside. So we want to think about if this was our circle, okay? I got a road here.
I was like, what are you drawing?
Here's my road. Okay, here we'll make it look more like a road. We'll do black.
And yellow.
Yeah. Here's my circle. My horse is going to work on. Okay? Lead. Right? There's the circle that my horse is on.
Right.
What I'm doing is I'm bringing her head and neck over into this lane.
Right.
Right? What's going to happen is because I have a wall right here off my leg, her neck is really flexible right there, the base of her neck. She's able to move her neck around, right? So I can bring her neck over and I don't lose anything here,
right?
All right? This leg is still gonna fly straight, right? This inside front leg is still gonna fly in this lane, all right? That's what you're looking for. So when you watch me lope, when you work on standing this up right here, right? You'll be able to bend this neck anywhere you want it as you lope around. It's not going to affect anything that happens under here.
Right.
These legs will not shut down, all right? If your horse is heavy right here from your hand to your face, in your reins, in their mouth, if they try to rip that rein out of your hand, what's happening is this leg is falling this way, all right? This shoulder, this rib, everything through here is falling this way, all right? You don't want things to fall to the inside, okay? So when you watch the video back, you'll be able to see how I'm gonna push her out, right? Things stay up and out over here, right? See, this stays up and out. See, that leg just flew this way, right? And this horse is learning this stuff too, right? Especially to the right. Okay, so we come back through and push her out. She's spinning her hips, so you see my legs stay close. Right? That leg stays really close to her, so she can't spin her hip around. Okay? So that when I jog, see how I can pull this head around? Now, if anything, she steps a little long in that left,
she does.
That left front. See that left front gets away from us a little bit? It's kind of like carries out here, right? Right there. Look at that leg.
Long.
That leg is just stepping, it's gone, right? It's in a different zip code. What should be happening on this horse is she ought to be standing up on that leg, right? I want her to be standing up so that this leg is not getting caught under midline, right? And this is where a lot of people are.
Right front is in her midline.
Bingo. So where we run into problems, right? And the reason why I tell you guys, don't do that, right? This bend, right there. Right? See where my hip is way to the inside? So my hip is really far this way, right? This leg is underneath her midline.
Yeah.
And this leg is stepping out that way.
Yeah. For sure.
Okay? This is what we're working on fixing.
Yep.
So what ought to be happening is this leg stays straight up and down. Right? It doesn't go past your shoulder. This leg is somewhere over here, traveling on the inside, and we don't have this much hip over.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
So that she's flexible through here.
Right. Yep.
Okay? That's what we're looking for. But see how my mare's got a lot of room for progress this way. Right? And that's why this horse struggles loping to the right. So we talk about how this foot to the right, the inside front leg, doesn't land out here where we want it.
Right.
Because this leg doesn't fly straight like we want it. Right? She's in this position right here.
Yep.
Going to the right.
Yep.
Where should she be to the right? Unwind, bring this one back like this.
Like that. Yep.
Right? Do you guys see the difference? Bring this outside shoulder back, step the inside front ahead.
Right.
That's what's wrong with this position. And I think on the video too, I go the other way and you can see the difference in the way she jogs. So I'm jogging this way. And see where I'm not getting, there's my lateral move right there. I'm not getting nearly as much step out with my left front, or my right front, right? So right here, I'm gonna bring her around. Look how that leg doesn't fly so far ahead of her.
Yeah, I see that, yep.
Right? That leg doesn't take off nearly as much as it does the other way.
Right.
What that does for me is it gives my horse a lot of flexibility on the inside. So I think in this little series right here, I'm gonna bend that head neck to the left, and I'll be able to keep her loping and not gonna lose anything in my legs. So I'll show you the kind of flexibility that we're creating, hopefully, when we do this. Maybe.
I don't think you do it right there.
So this is, I mean, look, that right there, right? That's what you guys are gonna run into. So I'm gonna push this horse around. I'm gonna try to get some control right here. I'm gonna push this rib out. She's gonna come up here. She's gonna fight my hands, right? She's gonna struggle, and that's okay. Right? Let her figure it out. This is a hard maneuver. So I'm trying to control this leg right here. I don't want it stepping out. See that leg like flips out there?
Yeah.
How long and low that steps? It's gotta come out, right? She's got to learn to give that and not step so far out with her left front.
Right.
Okay? That's what we're going for.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? So what that does for us is it allows us to think right here. I can take my head really far. Yeah. Look how far over I can take my head to the left. And I don't, like this, she tried to fall over. So I'm gonna push her out. Right here. I'm gonna load back off. Maybe. As soon as she feels soft. So pushing this out. She's rushing. But see the flexibility that I can keep her tracking that way on purpose. Right? Not just because I'm losing my outside, but because I'm doing it on purpose. I'm moving over because I want her to move over. Right? This will give me flexibility to lope and bring her head and neck to the inside and be flexible. Okay? Because you don't want your shoulders going with your neck when you bring her head to the inside.
Right. Yep.
Okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, grip control is really hard, so it's just a lot of time and practice.
Tons of this.
Yep, tons and tons
Tons
of
and
that.
tons of this. Thank you, Emma.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's coming together. She's
It's
like,
a work
see,
in
she turns
progress.
upside down. She's hard. She's been tough to teach. She's been tough to work with.
She has been.
Yep. But this right here, this is your guys' maneuver. I'm staying in a long time, but I've been working on this for this horse for 30 days straight. Right? So you see me not putting her down much. I have been after this kind of control for 30 days. This has been my primary focus.
I gave him 30 days, and I was
She
like,
did.
well, if you don't get 30 days, time's up.
She said, if you can't get this figured out in 30 days, you're done.
I'm about to jump up there.
She almost fired me.
This close.
She almost fired me. Yep. But see how I can jog the circle and come around. And here I can put some flexibility in there.
Yep.
Right? Now you can bring your head and neck over the inside. See how I can lope that circle with my inside hand open?
Yep.
Right? Thank you, Chad. So I can lope this circle with my inside hand open. And that's a very different position than we were in. Like if you think right here. See, this inside hand is open. Right? Thank you, Elaine. So I have my horse in a position now. This hand is open over here. This hip is on the inside. She's respecting this leg, right? This leg right through here. So I can bring her neck over and I don't lose this leg flying straight.
Right. Yep.
That's the idea, right?
Sure.
And like we look at this horse and we go, you know what? There's a lot to be learned here. There's a lot to be gained. She's nowhere near done, right? But you want to be able to bring this neck over and not have this follow.
Right.
This can't follow, all right? So it's all about trading lanes, switch lanes, right? Push her over here. If she gets heavy on the inside, no white knuckles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So if she's heavy here, you're going to fix that by switching lanes with your foot. Go with your leg, push her out on the circle. Push her to the other lane. Okay? Then let her come back around. If she's still heavy, push her out.
Right.
Right? Keep your eyes up so you can keep on the circle, right? But we're going to be using our inside leg to help us get soft through this neck area, right? And you'll know because she'll be heavy in your hand. If she's trying to rip those reins out of your hand,
you'll feel it.
She's pulling all over you, she's trying to rip those reins out of that hand, you've got a problem on your inside line right here. This would absolutely be good with your mare. Yep. Best way to slow down speed of your rushing young horse is slow yourself down.
Yes, because she was
slow
pretty
yourself
rushy.
down. Yep. You've got to be methodical, right? So it's all about being the opposite. If I have a gelding that's aggressive, right, and he's quick, and he's jarry and stuff like that, then I'm going to be slow with him. If I have a horse that's dull and slow, I got to be quick with him.
Right.
It's all about opposites, right? Because I want him to be somewhere in the middle. Right. I don't want him to run for my foot, but I want him to work with me, all right? And it's no different than riding a horse where if you were driving your car, you got your foot on the gas. Everybody knows what 55 miles an hour feels like.
Yep.
Right? Or what, 40 kilometers.
Yep.
Right? You guys all know what that feels like. You could maintain that with X amount of pressure.
Yep.
Right? So there's a certain amount of pressure that if Macy's my car, right, we can just sit here and I can kind of push a little bit more and I can maintain that pressure.
Right.
And I can let off the gas a little bit and she comes back to me. I can push the gas a little bit and she comes back to me, right? And we do this and we do this, right? But what happens is if you have a super dull horse, you add that same amount of pressure that took her here before, and where does she go? Nowhere, right? Or if you get that super light horse, I'm gonna go, right? Yeah, like I'm gonna go to where I was at 55 miles an hour and we're just outrunning them, right? So if I'm going 55 and my car's going 70, I got a problem in the throttle response. Right? So that's what we're working on is you got to get the throttle response to match. Right? That I want my horse to be working with me. Right? So if I have a speedy or rushing young horse, I'm going to do a lot more just hold my foot on. Hold my foot on until I get the response that I'm looking for. Let that horse start thinking his way through. Right? Because he's going to try whatever to get out of that. If he can simply outrun your leg, right? Like you got to put that leg on, he outruns you and he gets away. And you can't follow him, right? I'm going to follow until she's like, you know what? It's stupid to run away. And then I go, good girl, right? So I'm going to push on there and then until she sits on that. And then I go, good job, right? But what you're going to have is your young horse, you put your leg on and it rushes away from your foot. You got to follow him, right? And not follow and attack him because that's going to make him be even more scared. But just follow him across there until they just go, wait, this isn't working, right? I'm tired of being over there. This is a lot of work. Right? Until they say, I'm just going to stand. And then I go, that's what I'm looking for. Right? Okay. You just take that out of there. Okay? Right. If they try to run away from you, you got to stay in. Right? By the same token, then, if they were sitting on my foot and leaning into it, I got to stay until they move off. And then I drop that leg and I pat it. Right? So if I had a horse that was leaning all over me, go ahead and lean on me. Right? This is my ultra pushy, dull gelding, right? I'm going to her shoulder here. I'm asking her shoulder to move. I'm just going to sit here. Right? And remember, this is more uncomfortable for her than it is for me because I have a spur. Right? So if I use my spur until she moves away, I'm going to go, thank you. That's what I want. Right? So then she's going to push into it, and so I'm going to go, thank you. And see, she's going to learn pretty quick. Right? So come here, thank you, that's what I want. Right? And that's how that'll go. Notice how at no time was I ever kicking. Right? At no time was I ever doing this.
That's just
this
annoying.
Is not going to, look at her brace up. Right? It's not going to get her away from you the way you want.
Kick back.
Yeah, you can kick back. You can go, get off me. Right? I'm tired of this.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Right? Exactly. So if your horse wants to bend at the pole, do you keep working on this exercise or do something else? So I use this exercise for, like we said, a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's going to create flexibility here. It's going to soften your horse up here in their face. And we're looking for flexibility in their wither, all right? If they bend at the pole, you probably did things out of order,
Okay.
right? So if they're bending at the pole, you probably, let me load up a better picture of a horse. Pull it up. This pretty guy right here. All right.
Gorgeous.
Whoops. If you, oh, I better load Photoshop. Really pretty guy. So, if your horse is bending here, whoops, turn on the background again. If your horse is bending here first, you went out of order. Remember, we want to go, these shoulders need to come up and back to us. That's 1. This wither needs to drop down. That's 2. Then this head and neck, this pole needs to flex. This is 3. Okay, in that order. All right. If your horse bends at the pole right here, and you do this first, most likely you don't have these.
Okay.
All right. Most likely you don't have this. Right. You most likely have this position.
Okay.
All right. So you end up with a horse whose neck is up, whose head and neck is behind the vertical, whose shoulders are able to plow forward.
Okay.
Right? We want this in this order. This is shoulders back. We do that with our heads up.
Yep.
Then we drop this down. Then we bring this in and up.
Right. Yep.
Right? So it's always get these shoulders stood up and back. Get this body back. Drop this under. Then bring all this up and through.
Right.
Like that. And then you're always sending these forward.
So what are some good exercises to help not have them bend at the pole?
So if I have my horse bending at the pole, the very first thing I'm gonna do is change the way I feel the reins in my hands. Allow this horse to push out, right? So I'm gonna use Megan's horse as our example again because that was really good. So put this over here.
I think that was Instagram.
Nope, it was here.
Are you sure? I think it was Instagram.
Nope, it was here.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oops.
So this horse, it might have been Instagram.
Yeah, it was Instagram. Oh, there's a video of her loping right there.
Yeah, no, I want the first one.
Oh, that's on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure, Instagram.
One more.
Danielle, we didn't do many horse edits like breaking
No,
down
we ended up talking a lot of bloodlines. And
yeah,
stuff
we
today.
did. So I'm so sorry if we didn't get to you guys. But we're gonna be live again all week. So
Yep.
hopefully we
more.
can say a little more tasks next time and get them all done.
So this is where we start, right? This is where we start. So this horse, so see where she's let him have his chin. Right? So when she goes to back up, she lets him have his chin right there. That's what I want. So if my horse flexes in the pole first, I'm going to go back a little bit. I'm going to take a step back and I'm going to say, okay, let's get this addressed first. Get this chin out.
Yep.
Oops. Get this chin out,
Right.
right? See, now there's a direct line through her arms to his face. That means she's talking to these,
Right.
all right? So what she's going to try to do first is get him to poke his nose out this way, right? So she can bring these shoulders back.
Yep.
If his nose is coming back, you can't bring these shoulders back.
Right.
You got to let him line his head out first.
Yep.
Right? And then his shoulders are so much easier to move. So if we go to the other video, he was a little worse. This
No,
is
like,
the
that's
improved
first-
video.
this is the first video.
Here's the first video
Right there.
that you guys might struggle with as well. So I like this.
Yep.
She got that head and neck back up. She got him unwound. She got his nose out, right? What you're going to see him do is try to flex in his pole and get away from that, evade that, right there,
Yep.
right? That position causes us a lot of problems, right? So here, I like that she's sitting, waiting him out. Now release. And then wait, and then release. And then wait and release. But see, he's going to try to duck his head under.
Yep.
And that's what your horses are going to do, to try to duck their head under and fish around like that and toss their heads around.
Yep.
Okay, so this is what it starts like. Like right there, that was a pretty backup that he tried to do right there. Right, that's when I would have got out, said thank you, and then maybe ask again. Right? So then when we come in and we address that, we end up with this. There, gave his shoulders. So watch these legs. Apply pressure, give your shoulders. So here, apply pressure, give your shoulders, get out.
Perfect.
There. Much better. And then reach down and pet him. Right?
Okay.
So then when we come back here and we watch him lope now, we see what we have. Now this horse is standing up and his shoulders much better in her hands. Right. Loping around with his head down on her reins. Yep. Right? Contact through her reins. That's what we're looking for. Okay? Very good.
Yeah, please go back and rewatch later. That'd be awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll have to make sure we get to people who said their picture. We have a lot of pictures.
We have so
need
many.
To stay on track.
Definitely.
We stay on track and get them all done.
And yeah, Jenna.
I have a whole list, but.
Yes, Jenna, it was after 30 days, right? So, yeah, your broke horse are going to handle it well, but your greens need more release, more praise.
Yeah.
Exactly right. So if you think about the way horses learn, they need your reassurance in the beginning. They need you to say, that's good. That's what I want. Give me more of that, right? And then once you have that, you don't have to turn loose after every one stride, right? And in fact, if you keep doing that, they'll get kind of dull to it.
They will, yep.
Right? So there's actually, Macy's in nursing school, so we did a psychology class, right? So in her psychology class, they talk about how like that positive reinforcement works really well, but then if it's continuous like that, they start to get dull to it.
Right, they do.
Right? So they're not going to appreciate every release anymore. Right. So you releasing less often, actually, they learn it better. Right? And they'll retain it better.
Yep.
Okay? But if you don't want to like say thank you every time they give it to you.
Right.
In the end.
Yeah, in the end.
Yep. With your broke ones.
Yep. In the beginning, make sure you're royal.
In the beginning, you have to.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it's one step.
Yep.
One step, 100% of the time, or 90% of the time. If you can get that, then you can start staying in a little bit longer and building some repetition, some rhythm, some cadence, some softness in there.
Right, for sure.
Yep. Because otherwise, if you're trying to stay in too long in the beginning, they're never going to learn it. Right? Because you would just be kind of waiting for them to stumble into getting it right.
Right. Yep.
Right? So I want to get one step consistently all the time.
Yep.
And then I want to come through and say like, okay, you give me one step pretty much every time that I ask for it. So now we're going to start giving me 2 steps, 3 steps, 5 steps, 10 steps, 20 steps.
Yep.
Right? And go from there.
Yep, for sure.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, awesome.
Good. It's 11:15.
I'm sleepy.
You're tired.
I'm sleepy.
All right. So we've been live for a little while. We will be back tomorrow.
Yeah, so we meet tomorrow live, probably in the morning sometime. We won't, I should say we won't. We might be able to go live tomorrow night. So we can do some people tomorrow night.
Macy's got a test that we'll have to go over. So after her test, we might be able to go live. But if we can't go live tomorrow night, we will be live tomorrow in the morning sometime.
Yep.
10 o'clock. Blow Macy's phone up. Make her get up so we can do a live riding video. And then if you guys can catch the live riding video, 10 o'clock tomorrow Eastern.
Are we doing it at 10?
I would love to.
So early.
I would love to do 10 o'clock Eastern. If you can catch our live tomorrow, ask your questions, and I can demonstrate on the horse that we're on.
Yes, for sure.
That would be fantastic. And it'll be easier to demonstrate on a horse. I mean, obviously it's beneficial to have both, right?
It is.
To be able to draw here, I can't draw when I'm on a horse. So it's beneficial to have both.
Thank you.
And we'll kind of go from there.
Yeah.
Okay? So save your questions. Ask them again tomorrow on the stream.
Yep.
And we'll try to cover as much as we can while we ride.
Yep.
We'll have a plan to say we're gonna counter canter, but if we have to address some of this stuff, we will.
Yep, we will. Yep. Okay. For sure.
Awesome. My green mare has become extremely diligent. Kind of started getting lax about my space. Now my demands to put some total reactive tape, put more energy to back on the ground.
Thank you.
Yep. So yeah, I did that showmanship video, Danielle. That'll help a lot. Getting her a little bit more reactive, right? Usually when horses get dull and not reactive, they're just kind of stuck in the dirt. Right. Yes, 11 o'clock Central. Yep. Wait, is that right?
I think so.
10 Eastern? 11 Central? Be 9 Central. 10 Eastern is 9 Central.
No.
I think. Set my alarm.
So you're like, aw. So cute.
She's going to be up at midnight.
I gotta set my alarm.
Awesome. Very good, Patty. Glad you enjoyed it. If you guys like this stuff, make sure you hit the follow button. Hit the subscribe if you watch on YouTube.
For sure we're doing counter canning tomorrow, right?
For sure we're doing counter canning.
So sleep on your questions.
Without your guys' questions, our plan will be counter carry.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys to derail me.
Yes. Or if you have questions on counter carrying,
yes.
let us know.
Yes. We'll go from there.
Thank you. I'm hoping my exam will just be really quick and easy, and then I can just come on here and talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
hopefully we can just blow it out.
I can just be like,
Yeah.
live.
Yep. So yeah, make sure you hit the follow button. I saw a ton of you try to add me on Facebook. I can't add you.
It's okay, you can add me.
But you can follow me on LaRose Show Horses on Facebook.
Okay, it's 9 Central, not 11
Yeah,
Central.
yeah. Hit the subscribe on YouTube. And then check out our Patreon if you want to check it out. I think the link is above us. Yeah, we put the link above us in the stream. So patreon.com, you'll find it up there somewhere. And if you like the videos, if you want to see more, 122 videos on there. So
yeah, it's awesome.
Lots to see. Awesome. Thank you guys so
Thank you
much.
guys.
We had a great
love you
time.
all.
We love you guys. Be safe out there. We'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good night or day.
Or day. Yeah.